Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Now through August 31st at Big O Tires, receive $80 to $120 in instant savings on 4 select in-stock Netsun, Nitto, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Disposal fees extra, not good with other offers. See your locally owned Big O Tires dealer for pricing.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports, 1140, your local sports leader.
This is the Drive, baby!
The Drive Guys, Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles. It's drive time with the Drive Guys.
Hey, we have a shortened show today. Don't worry. We got a great show, and we're on till 5 because we'll be taking you up to the pregame festivities for the 49ers and their preseason opener. We got football, kinda.
We got some version of football today, baby.
Well said. I like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, but a couple days ago, he was asked if he was going to play in the preseason. I know that has nothing to do with the 49ers tonight. He said, if they want me to, I will. But he said, I don't see any upside. He said, it's really not football. And he's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough, though. And, of course, we have the Niners on these airwaves. You can find the Raiders wherever you need to find them with, let me see here, Whitey, 6 games today. It does feel good. It does feel good to be back. And even if it's not exact, it's a free sample.
It's a start.
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And it marks, I mean, to me, fellas, I know Labor Day is really the end of it, but summer was a heck of a time. We had the time of our lives. And I don't know why.
It ain't over yet.
And I don't know why historically, in sports. And I said the same thing last season or last off season. Oh, man, it gets so slow during this. What are people talking about? I feel like everything has been flowing. We've had so much that has happened, stuff that I have vehemently disagreed with, stuff that we've both agreed with, Whitey. Summer to me, underrated when it comes to sports.
I'm with you.
Right? When you use the left or right or middle part of your brain, you have to use all of it during the summer.
You get to stretch your wings a
That's
little bit.
right. If you're Dave, you get to talk about Pasole. You get to do a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
now,
a peacock captain. Let me free.
And now it leads right into the NFL being here as the Cardinals are treating Carson Beck like a starter. He will not play today. Not considered serious, but they can't hurt. Jacoby Brissett is the starter, but I don't know if the Cardinals know that. As the Raiders get an opportunity to show what they can do. Whitey, I'm jacked up. You got the Kings. Their schedule is here.
It is.
Jay, my 21 and a half. Let me tell you, big fella, shout out Draper, it's time to go. Cash me outside. How about that?
Mm-hmm. How would you say the schedule landed? Did it land with a thud? Did it land with a thump? A resonant pong? Or did it land with kind of a splat? How you feeling about this schedule?
Well, I think last season landed with a thump because it was so ridiculous. This one, to me, seems pretty
There's
fair.
hope, isn't there? There's hope.
It seems pretty fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, but that's because they're in the West, right? But, you get Portland a couple times. You get Memphis a couple times. Obviously, you're going to have to face San Antonio. You got San Antonio a couple times, but you have opportunities. So, to me, compared to last season, you play Boston early, which I think is a good thing. Some of these teams, I would even say playing the Heat early November is good. They're still trying to find their way.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, we don't know if Kyrie's going to be back or not. They played Dallas pretty early too. So I would say compared to last season, I am doing mental backflips. I am tap dancing. I am feeling good about the Kings. I'm feeling good about the 21 and a half. That's about it. I'm not going past that. But we got to check Vegas because they might have changed this bad boy.
They might have, like the NBA changed the Kings' schedule.
And that was unnecessary.
You mentioned the Spurs. Yes, the Kings play San Antonio 3 times in October and November. So that's total, not each. But by the time you get to December, you will have played the Spurs 3 times. That's not ideal. You got 5 of your first 7 on the road. Then 11 of the next 13 at home for the Kings. And you mentioned Memphis and the Blazers, and I think those are the 2 key teams for the Kings in terms of getting off to a quick start. You have 4 of your first 12 are against Portland and Memphis. You play each of them home and away. And if you're competitive with them, you also got New Orleans on October 29th, and you're home to them November 30th. You got a chance to be keeping your head above water in the first couple months of the season.
Definitely. And I'll tell you another thing.
It's a far cry from predicting a championship, but, the bar is low.
You know what I was thinking about earlier today? I was making she eats, she's a toddler, so we making quesadillas in the morning. She wants quesadilla,
What
avocado.
kind of cheese?
There's the four
Quesadillas are amazing.
The 4 Mexican cheese.
Okay.
So she every morning she says she wants quesadilla. My wife is starting to get, hey.
What else does she say? Raiders.
Well, she does say that. But quesadilla, she has sausage, quesadilla, and some type of fruit, whatever it is. So I'm making the quesadilla today, call it a papadilla because Papa's making it. Making a papadilla. And I thought to myself, if we flip the thought process of the schedule, it actually could get a little bit dicey. Hang with me, Whitey. If the Kings...
I'm too far in now to turn back.
If the Kings have a lesser... This is before I knew what it was going to be. If the Kings have a lesser schedule early, right? The initial idea would be, hey, a lesser schedule early means the 21.5 is going to get obliterated. But if they have a lesser schedule, let's say Domas and Zach LaVine in part of that lesser schedule, balling out against the Grizzlies, balling out against some of these lesser teams. If that happens, Whitey, and they get moved, then you have the young guns for the second half of the season. You could be at, 12 wins, something like that, or hopefully better than that, right? Then if guys get moved, that second, and I know everyone, it's not the second half of the season, you could end up not getting the 22 because of how easy the beginning of the season was.
So a moment ago, you were all over the over.
Oh, I'm still all over it, but I just thought there is a world where an easy schedule might hurt you. Now that we've seen the schedule, it's actually pretty neutral. It's just fair, right? It's not bad. It's not easy, but it's fair to me.
You know what Carmichael Dave said on X? He said, I looked at the schedule. They have 41 at home and 41 on the road.
I'm going to block them.
Yeah. I think I may beat you to it. Busiest months, Frankie did a great breakdown of the schedule at SactownSports.com. January, 17 games, 7 at home. March, 16 games, 9 at home. November, 14 games, 11 at home. They're in the key to a decent start for the Kings. What gives me a little bit of the shivers here, you have between January 22nd and February 28th, you got a 16-game stretch that includes 12 road games. Now, yes, you have the All-Star break in there, so that softens the blow. But you have 5 on the road, home for 3, 4 on the road, 1 at home, All-Star break. Then you come back with 3 on the road. So that's a pretty daunting stretch. Sure, you got your little break in there, but that you said not for you?
No, I said not great.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not great.
12 of 16 on the road during that span, with a little time off in there, too.
Yeah, I mean... Again, you're going to have these kind of notes within the schedule, these little quirks, if you will.
Yeah.
And then you'll have different notes where you get the home games, you get softer opponents. I think last season, everything was so backloaded. That's what was upsetting because of what the goal was last season or what the goal turned into last season. And a lot of us, I think, saw it coming from Jump Street when it was so tough to start the season. Then on the back end, oh, man, that'll be great if they can survive. Well, they didn't survive. And then it turned into, well, we're kind of tanking, but not officially tanking. But then you had a bunch of bad teams that were also tanking, and things got a little bit squirrely.
Speaking of squirrely, my research on this was a tiny bit squirrely. But here are the Kings' TV games year by year. This year, they are scheduled to have 2 nationally televised games. Of course, when they dominate in the in-season tournament, they'll have some extra. They'll have to schedule them for the semifinals and the finals. So we'll add those in. So this year, 2. Last year, 8 nationally televised games. 24-25, they had 6. In 2023-24, coming off, the Beam team, they had 22 nationally televised games. 11 on NBA TV. 22. Year before that, they had 5, and then in 2021-22, they had none. So this is the first time since the 21-22 season that they've had fewer than 5 nationally televised games.
I mean,
I get it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that must have been a prerequisite because I'm surprised they got 2.
Yeah, I know. In the past, I might have been upset. This is disrespectful.
No, man.
It's like, yeah, okay.
No, I think some of the other teams could make the argument about it being disrespectful. I know Kayla was reading them off. I mean, you look at your team, Whitey, the Grizzlies and other teams like that are in the mix. I mean, the Pelicans probably feel disrespected. I don't know that they should feel disrespected, but you got Zion, you got Trey Murphy, who's worth 7 first-round picks. So I'm sure there's some teams out there that feel disrespected.
Nets, Grizzlies, Bucks, Pels, Kings are the 2-game club. To your point, I know Kayla mentioned that. 3 games for the Bulls, 6 for the Wizards, Hornets, and Jazz, 7 for the Raptors, 8 for the Clips and Magic, 9 for the Suns, 10 for the Hawks, 11 for the Pacers and the Blazers, 17 for the Cavs, 19 for Detroit, 21 for Houston and Dallas. And you got 25 for the Heat, Minnesota 27, Boston 27, 28 for the Warriors, 28 for Denver, 28 for OKC, and then you got 30 for the Thunder, sorry. And Knicks, Lakers, Spurs, 76ers, 34 games.
It's a lot. That's a lot, but we understand what it is. I know Phoenix only has 9, and the way you said it, I couldn't tell if you thought that was.
How do they have 9? Phoenix?
Here's my question to you. Who's more of a draw in Phoenix? Devin Booker or Dylan Brooks?
Well, you said in Phoenix. Devin Booker.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is when I watched Phoenix last season and all these dudes get injured, so half the time
I know what you're saying.
They're not full teams.
Dylan Brooks is more like, ooh.
The storylines are, especially
Devin
depending
Booker
on
is more like almost too cool for
right,
school.
who they're playing. Yeah. The broadcast, a lot of times they focus more on Devin Booker. What's or Dylan Brooks? What's Dylan Brooks going to do?
I'm not a Dylan Brooks guy, so I say Devin Booker, but I understand your point.
What's he going to do tonight? If the other star, he's going to guard him. So that's why. That's why they're there. And again, 9 isn't crazy or anything like that. Houston with 21, that's KD. I think who probably feels disrespected? I wouldn't feel disrespected because I don't think they're going to be as good as everybody else. Indiana probably feels, hey, you know what? It's time to remind people who we are. Tyrese Halliburton, recently married. Congrats.
If they want to, they can use it perhaps to their benefit.
Congrats to him. I mean, the Pacers and the Blazers having the same amount of nationally televised games is kind of crazy. I know Dame's back, but if I'm the Pacers, I'm saying they got us messed up here.
At some point, don't they have to stop giving the Warriors so many nationally televised games?
Yeah, when Steph's contract over. That's when it'll happen.
Can they afford to wait that long if they're just, terrible? We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this is the year.
Yeah, I think especially if he misses some of these games, if he misses 10 of these games, I think Adam says we can't do this again. We just can't. Not in the same iteration as they are right now. If they go get somebody, right? But no, let's not forget, Whitey. I mean, because of injury, I don't know if the basketball world feels like they've seen a lot of Jimmy and Steph, right? I mean, we saw them obviously in that playoff run, but they're just trading off injuries. Jimmy was hurt, then Jimmy came back, Steph got hurt, and then last season, they were keeping their heads above water, and then Jimmy's out for the season. So there's an easy argument this season for 28. The argument against it is, you're actually praying for about 10 of those games, the Warriors to be fully healthy.
I also feel, perhaps incorrectly, I know I'm one of the people that overreacts to the schedule anytime you have the schedule because it's fun.
Yeah.
Even the baseball schedule. Oh, and that comes out. Like, they almost sneak that out.
I'm not with you on the baseball schedule.
Well, I
got it. I got you.
But, so admittedly, I tend to overreact to this, but I feel like there's less interest in this new NBA schedule than there typically is in this area.
I mean, In this area, meaning Sacramento?
Yes, the greater Sacramento region.
Well,
it seems to me that in the past there have been more like, people have been a little like, oh, I don't like this stretch, and this is incredible. Oh, I like this, I like that. And now I feel like people are like,
welcome to the rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
Like even last season, I think a lot of us thought if they get an easy schedule early, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. And they didn't. And they got smacked.
You're right.
But this is the life of the rebuild. We're not complaining about it. I'm sure the Nets ain't complaining about the schedule. I'm sure the Grizzlies, any of these teams that recently drafted pretty darn high, they're not complaining. It's not even about complaining. There's just not a feeling. You don't care.
I don't mean to play the trump card, but I just got a text from Matt George, and he agrees with me. Whew. Checkmate. Thank you, Matt. No, he agrees that there's less interest.
I agreed with you. I was trying to.
Yeah, but that's Matt George.
Okay.
And he has a podcast.
MGP.
You have a podcast too, but it's a Giants podcast.
MGP. Shout out.
Thank you, Matt. Mm-hmm.
Good job, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Go putt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was that about? He struggled last night?
I don't know. Apparently, there was a lot of conversation about it, and I feel for Kayla, because that's the thing. This is actually a very big conversation, right? And it goes not just if you're on the air, but even at home or at work, whatever it is. The mantra is, hey, people don't care about your fantasy team, right? People don't care about your fantasy team. Don't come on the air and talk about your fantasy team. Don't be at work and talk to people about your fantasy team that aren't in the league. Even if they are in the league, to be honest, don't go home and tell your girl about your fantasy team. They don't care, right? And I don't know how many people care, about, I guess he was asking for help.
About what? You don't think people care about what?
I'm just saying there's specific personal adventures that, maybe somebody says, hey, that has nothing to do with me. But I think he was trying to solicit some help.
Oh, I started my round with an 8.
No.
Yeah. That's why they called him the snowman. But we got football tonight. That's enough about Matt George's golf game. We got some football tonight.
I'm excited, man.
Is your guy going to play? Seriously.
I think he is. And I think he's going to throw
play
absolute darts.
Yeah. The Lair King is probably not playing.
Yeah, the Lair King is going to be laying down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's going to be doing. On the other side of it, though, real competitors like Fernando, he's going to be playing.
Oh, I see. So who's going to play quarterback for the 49ers? We might not even see.
They might not run anybody out there.
We might Curtis Rourke.
Yeah.
It'll be Curtis Rourke's night.
They're not going to run anybody out there.
Yeah. This time tomorrow, people will be saying, how does Shanahan do it? How does he find these guys? That guy's phenomenal.
If Mac and Brock go down, I like this Rourke guy.
And you also got Adrian Martinez still, right?
I can't wait for
what a quarterback room.
I can't wait for the post. If, assuming Rourke does well, do you think we could get a second rounder for him? Do you think we moved him? We get a second rounder?
I think he's going to play well.
I think it doesn't really matter.
Maybe not, but I think he's going to play well against the Titans' second unit or whoever they face.
It's always funny. They're probably so tired of the Titans at this point because you do the joint practice and then you scrimmage.
Yeah, you get a little
It's a whole week of it. And, they were sick of them from the time they first laid eyes on him if you're Fred Warner. By the way, Fred Warner saying it wasn't planned. The fights weren't planned. They're just so juiced up, Jay.
Right.
Likely story.
Mm-hmm.
No, I promise you, not planned at all.
Have you ever had season tickets for any team?
No, sir.
Have you ever, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so depending on what you had season tickets for, the worst thing about exhibition games.
Well, first of all, hold on. I don't need you to, little light flex. Hey, Alan, you ever had season tickets before? Okay, well, you wouldn't get it. So, Jay, this is a different type of conversation. Come on, Jay Woods. Alan, have you ever had season tickets? Okay, so anyway, Jay, we're having Alan, sit this one out.
I didn't know whether you'd had them or
you
not.
You knew. Because I would be talking about it.
The point is, the worst thing about season tickets for NFL, NBA, they make you buy all the preseason games.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exhibitions.
Right.
That's right.
It stinks.
They make you buy.
Well, it's part of it.
Part
yeah.
of the package.
Yes. If you buy season tickets, now, I know there's partial packages.
See, that's why I never dabbled.
I'm talking about the legit season ticket holder. Now, we bought a 3-game package.
See, now you're shaming the 3-game packages?
Season tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've done both.
I've
done both.
There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying you can't really claim to be a season ticket holder if we bought the Capital Corridor package.
Wow. Who's the gatekeeper now, huh? This is a bad gatekeep, Whitey. I wouldn't sit at the top of this hill.
No, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I'm trying to turn it into something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, everybody listening, woo!
The worst thing about being a full season ticket holder in the NBA or the NFL is here are your tickets. Oh, what are these extra ones? Oh, it's a preseason. You bought tickets to the preseason. I don't want those. Oh, well.
You got them.
Yeah. And there's not like, but you get special preseason pricing, right, Jay? You don't get that.
No.
Premium.
Uh-huh. For a game that you were just dying to leave by the time well before the fourth quarter starts.
I saw Niners Raiders because I was showing my wife yesterday how crazy the prices were for Niners Raiders, the real game, the regular season. Mm-hmm. And real quick, I got a jump scare because I saw $36, but that was for the preseason game in Las Vegas. And even if it's a good deal, it's why am I doing this? You know, I mean, really, it's hey, this is a Vegas trip, and we're gonna go check it out, right? Yeah. It's not the main event,
right?
You're just already going, and hey, I've never been to Allegiant. So I want to go check it out. Maybe Fernando plays that game, and that's about it.
There's a good chance you'd get there, and by the time you got there, and by the time the game rolled around, there's probably other things you'd rather do.
Yeah, seriously. Well, for $36, once Fernando's out, once Aiden O'Connell comes in, all right, sweetie, you want to go to Fremont Street? Let's get out of here.
That's where that's where we know Whitey's going to be.
Yeah, well, let's meet Whitey down at Fremont Street. I know he's hanging out with one of the Michael Jackson impersonators or something.
Yeah, typically.
Yep. And there's the couple.
Showing them how to moonwalk. You know what? I like to help the young ones.
I know.
I like to help them out.
I know.
I don't think I would play anybody of any importance unless I absolutely had to in a preseason.
Any of them?
With the 49ers. Nobody. Obviously, you have to have somebody on the field. But,
I mean, any of the games. You got to play them a little bit.
If they felt, hey, I would like to just get in for a couple series, okay. But other than that, especially given, the 49er injury history, if I could keep everybody out of the preseason, I would.
So you would ask them, do you want – because the way you said it right now was if they want to come in. Hey, guys, you want to play?
No, I would just sit them, and then if they come to me and go, I really want to play, maybe I'm not going to ask them. I'm the coach, Alan.
I'm just double-checking.
I don't care what they want.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm even going here after yesterday's debacle, okay, at the 5 at 5. But did you see the article with it was about Buster Posey, but also included Tony Vitello?
Yes.
And Tony Vitello said, I want you to treat me like a teammate.
Did you hear that, Jay?
It's crazy.
He raised some eyebrows in the clubhouse when he told the team, I want you guys to treat me like I'm one of the players.
Why is that first of all, why is the 5 o'clock a debacle?
Yeah. What is
it's after the debacle.
Taking shots?
And I was talking to Richie earlier, and I told him, I said, you text Whitey after I lost. I didn't appreciate it.
You didn't lose. It was a tie.
In my mind.
Oh, man.
And we're not going back.
What happened with Tony V?
So Tony V basically, I guess it's gotten out that Tony V, when he took the job or in one of his first conversations, said to the players to treat him like a player, which is interesting.
Yeah, and I believe the way it was written, I don't mean to be redundant, but it was written that raised some eyebrows in the clubhouse.
Yeah, the rookie manager told players to treat him as a teammate, which raised eyebrows. Vitello has had clear issues deploying his bullpen and leading professional athletes, making tens and millions of dollars. But this actually, the best part, guys, is
what does that have to do with yesterday?
Right.
In the 5 o'clock showdown.
What's it have to do with yesterday?
Yeah. You said after yesterday's debacle.
Well, to even bring up the Giants.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying for the last
trying
thing.
To see where you were tying this
together.
No,
for the last thing.
Chain's
Okay?
a little loose there.
No, but I'm just saying, even
That
bring
scar
them
hasn't healed
It
yet.
hasn't. It hasn't. I need Neosporin.
That's why we need a break.
I need Neosporin. Okay?
Ain't the preseason football.
Yeah, they shut it down today.
I know.
We're not having one today, so
I
I
know.
hope you're happy.
But real quick, guys, I just have this one is actually hilarious, okay? On more than one occasion, Devers, this is while he was in Boston. On more than one occasion, Devers became upset when asked to honor the age-old practice of letting veteran players with more service time hit first in the batting cages. One former Red Sox star threatened to start swinging with Devers still in the cage if he didn't move. Like, this is Little League stuff. Hey, I want to hit first. No, I hit first. So Devers says, I want to hit first. The star, and I don't know who it was, but they've had a couple. Maybe it was Bregman. I'm not sure. And they say, hey, you know how it is. I've been around longer. I hit first. And then eventually says, if you don't get out, I'm going to start swinging anyway. And Buster hitched his wagon to that.
Yeah, that's why the Red Sox were thrilled to get rid of him.
Easy money. Easy work to get rid of that contract. Mm-hmm. But that article was hilarious. Hilarious. But I'm just thinking.
The article actually was about Buster.
Yes. But I'm just sitting here thinking, as we're having some fun with the 5 at 5, what's the the comparison of me trying to skip a line and Whitey saying, if you don't get out that cage, I'm swinging anyway.
Yeah, you caused so much turmoil with that yesterday that they shut it down. I don't know if we're ever going to bring it back.
It was pretty polar. I mean, the people need it. It was pretty polarizing. I had people coming up to me, Alan, you got jobbed. Alan, the fix was in. I said, guys, everything that Jay does and Whitey,
you in front of the mirror, right?
It's all above board. I went home. I looked at the tape. I have my top 5 favorite Raiders players.
Looking forward to that.
And I just got to be better, and I will be better. And that's all. So guys, hey, don't fight for me. Just cheer and we'll be back.
Yeah, we're just having fun.
It's all fun.
Yeah.
I'm not win, lose, draw.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do yesterday?
Loss. That's how it felt.
How fun is this? It sounds like Oladipo is all but a king. What does that mean? Next on Sactown Sports. Coming up.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Need a reason to hit the range this week? Well, Hagen Oaks has too. Monday nights are happy hour all night long with special pricing on hot dogs and ice-cold beer while you hit balls under the lights. Then Thursday, join the new Top Tracer competition nights. Play Pebble Beach, compete in closest to the pin, long drive, and more with fun interactive games for every skill level. Grab your friends and make Hagen Oaks your weeknight destination. Visit HagenOaks.com for more details. Hagen Oaks Driving Range, more games, more laughs, more reasons to play.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joel Gott Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for the Make This the Summer sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $19,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cabs. You also get the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 19,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 crew cab after dealer discount and factory incentives. Incentives may include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade. 500 military first responder bonus cash for eligible members. At least 5 of this net savings. Excludes tax, title, and license fees. See dealer for details.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Yeah, don't let us stop you. Go get it.
No, it's not Friday yet. Just getting warmed up a little bit, you know. And I'm not going to let you beat me at Freestyle Friday, too. That ain't happening. That is not happening.
Did you go home and get on the phone with somebody about the 5 and 5 yesterday?
I got home.
Was the wife here? What happened?
I looked my daughter in the eye and I just said I couldn't do it for you, sweetie.
I'm sure she really cares.
I said, maybe I was too tough on you about that baby race. You know, maybe it's my fault.
First of all, you were. Let me just say that.
You know, and you just got to go to the lab. You just got to get in the lab, grind tape. I know where I went right. I know where I went wrong, and, you know, control the things you can control.
I don't want to put negative thoughts in your head, but what would happen to you and what would happen to your weekend if by some chance tomorrow you lost both the Freestyle Friday and the 5 at 5 showdown?
It's just not a possibility.
I don't know if you can handle it.
I couldn't. I'm going to the fair. I wouldn't have a good time at the fair. Hey, baby, you want a funnel cake? No, just take it.
There's nothing fun about that.
You want to go on the ride? No, just you guys can go. Go ahead without me. It won't happen, Whitey.
Okay.
It won't happen.
I worry about you.
It's not possible.
Last thing I want to do is put that thought in your head.
No, it's not there. I'm a steel trap.
Gotcha.
Right? I'm the furthest thing from a head case. Mm-hmm. Furthest. No one could be farther than me.
The thought of having Victor Oladipo play for the Kings was kind of just well, that's kind of interesting. After the conversation he had with a couple of Yahoos, or, you know, people that are on Yahoo, sounds like maybe there's something going on. I don't know the name of these Yahoo hosts. I apologize. I mean, no disrespect, but this was on a Yahoo podcast talking to Victor Oladipo. Do we have that, Jay? Here's yeah, we'll get to that for you in just a second. But it sounds like it's very close to potentially happening, Alan.
Very, I guess I wanted to say surprising, but at the end of the day, maybe it's not that surprising. It's from Yahoo Sports Daily.
Thank you.
Yeah, daily show on Yahoo, and they had Victor Oladipo on, and I think it might be, I don't know if it rotates, but they basically, I don't want to say their sports center, but something similar.
I don't recognize the people. But anyway, here you'll hear there's a man and a woman and Victor Oladipo. And if you're a Kings fan, listen to this.
I mean, come on, your name being linked to the Kings. Any accuracy to those reports?
Yeah, I mean they've shown some interest, so time will tell as things are shaping in the NBA and things are getting closer to training camp. But yeah, I think there's some interest there, and the feeling is mutual. So we'll see how it turns out.
Would look nice on you. It's a good color.
Thank
Let
you.
me just say.
So, when he said, there's some interest there. Okay, didn't really say anything. But then, and it's mutual.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard that before. I think that was similar to what Acuff or something in regards to Acuff. Maybe not from the source because he hadn't been drafted yet, but we heard that too. By the way, Jason Fitz, who's been around for a minute. Jason Fitz and Caroline Fenton.
Thank you.
Those are the hosts there. And I'm just trying to figure out, guys, at this point in time, when they bring up the Kings, how we got here, right? When did other teams get eliminated from the Victor Oladipo sweepstakes? Because it feels like they're doing the thing where they just say, hey, is it the Kings? But also, I don't even know who the other teams are that are interested in. I know it started, what did it start, Whitey? Last week with Jake Fisher when he brought up Oladipo and Westbrook. Is that how this became a Kings thing?
Well, first you had the fact that Scott Perry was and BJ attended the workout in Vegas. Right. We were there. That's the first thing. They weren't the only ones, but right. Look at started.
It. Right. Look at it like a pot. And right now there's 10 teams in the pot. Mm-hmm. When did the other teams get dispersed to solely be leaving the Kings?
Yeah, and then he was here for workout. I believe James Ham had that, that he was here for workout. And then Mark Jones today, I don't know if you heard him on with Dave, he pointed out that, Scott Perry drafted him in Orlando.
That is the main.
And there hasn't been anything similar to any of that with any other team.
Yeah. There you have it.
So that's why it looks like, looks like maybe something's happening there. That's why the host there asked him about these connections, and he pretty much said, yeah, there's mutual interest. So we got something cooking.
I guess if you remove my annoyance, every team kind of has an older guy on it. And if you look at the Kings last season, they had a couple. So this season, they really don't have any, off the top of my head. Last season, obviously, they had Dougie McBuckets. DeMar played, so I'm not counting DeMar, but they had Dougie McBuckets and others. So it's a little bit different. But I don't know. To me, I would say Drew Eubanks was supposed to play, and I know he's not old, but he ended up not really playing that much, and then he got injured.
Yeah.
So they had guys like that.
When I was thinking about this morning and I was looking at what's being written, and there's a lot of people writing about, I think he'd be a good fit, things like that. And I just realized as someone who, pulls for the Kings, sometimes I get weary of having to do all these mental gymnastics of trying to figure out why players that they're linked to make sense. I mean, on good teams, like, they're going to get so-and-so. Oh, that's great. With the Kings, it's always like, wait, why? Oh, well, the guy hasn't played in 9 years, but Scott Perry coached him or coached his, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's part of when you don't have success, you have to reach a little more for players. But the more I thought about it, it's possible that Victor Oladipo comes here, and from his standpoint, I'm guessing here, but look, you could play here early on, the bar's low, no expectations, you play well, and maybe by the deadline, maybe there's going to be a contender that's going to want you. You could play for a contender. We could get something for you potentially. It's a win-win.
It just feels like we're giving out favors, and I don't know why.
Well, in this case,
what are you going to get back?
Yeah,
seriously.
And again, this is speculation on my part. But if that was, the agreement or the proposal, then what do you get back? You potentially get something of value back if somebody wants him, and also there's some value in having him. I think you and I are on the same page as far as mentorship and how it can be overvalued when it comes to a basketball team, but you do get some of that.
On the side of, older guys that were just kind of on the squad and took roster spots last season, They had Dario Saric. Can't forget him. They had Dario Saric. They had Drew Eubanks. They had Dougie McBuckets.
Mm-hmm.
So if you only have this season Victor Oladipo and he might play as well, yeah, I guess we're moving in the right direction. I just can't, for the life of me, figure out how somebody is fixing their mouth to say that Victor Oladipo makes sense. Can somebody explain to me?
I just tried to.
How in the world a 34-year-old, maybe even 35-year-old Victor Oladipo makes sense on the Sacramento Kings right now without talking about connections or the industry or favors or anything like that? On the basketball court, can somebody with a straight face, 916-339-1140, explain to me how Victor Oladipo on the basketball court makes sense for this Kings team? Because honestly, it sounds absurd.
The only way it makes sense basketball-wise is if at some point you get something for him. Other considerations, it's a good story, and it's also a good story because, as Mark Jones pointed out today on Dave's show, did you know that he was on, not Mark Jones, but Oladipo, he was on The Masked Singer.
Don't annoy me, Whitey.
I'm telling you, he was really good.
He was really good. I have his debut album, Victor Oladipo.
Okay.
He could sing. What's that got to do with anything?
It's a good story.
So now we say, Victor Oladipo on Masked Singer. Who does he play for? The Kings. That sounds very, I'm going to the fair on Saturday. Sounds kind of carnival.
Okay, if you're going to take that hard of a stance on it,
yeah,
which I respect, but if you're going to do that, you got to tell me, all right, then who? If not him, then who?
My boy, Jack Dan, who we had on last week. Trevor Keels, we talked about. Nick Smith Jr., Adama Ball. Guys like that. Padula. Come on.
You say Padilla, I say Padula.
This is a joke to you? This is a joke to you? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
For possible, you're not getting a second round. Listen to this. Adama Alpha Ball, 22 years old, 6'7", went to Santa Clara
He's
and
not a
Arizona.
point guard, is he? Because he must play off a ball.
I'm done. It says shooting guard.
Yeah, there you go.
40% from three. Okay, he played 8 games with the Grizzlies. And I'll
You're
still
right,
take
Alan.
him.
Yeah, let's get him.
I'd rather get him. I'd rather get Padula. I'd rather get any of these guys. Nick Smith Jr. And honestly, why are we not just, and we're going to talk about the backup point guard conversation, why are we not just getting Gabe Vincent, if that's the case? Why do the Kings have to overthink these things?
Well, sometimes it's a matter of players who don't want to come here are hard to get, right?
Okay.
There's that too. We'll talk more about this.
Sure.
I'm getting ready to welcome Victor Oladipo.
Okay.
Down.
You're going to be there. And look, all respect. Like I said, I love
if
Vic.
it comes to that.
I love Vic. I'm allowed to
I don't think you do.
This is the Westbrook thing in a way. I love Victor Oladipo. Here's a bucket of that, right? This dude eliminated Temple University in 2014, or I think it was 2013. I kind of grew up with him. We're the same age, pretty much, okay? I love him, and I'm sorry that the injuries caught up to him in that way. That's one bucket. The other bucket, Sacramento Kings, right? Trying to get younger, trying to take flyers, mining for gold. Those two buckets, not the same bucket to me. And the mentorship thing is not marrying those buckets for me.
We're going to talk about the 49ers here. We were going to do that when we come back, but we got to get further into this. We're going to have to go head to head, Alan.
You just can't help yourself. You don't want this one, Whitey. I'm telling you don't want this one.
I want to know where people are with it.
Okay, I know where they are.
Uh-huh.
They're where my feet are.
Okay. Victor Oladipo to the Kings. Hey, why not her? Right? That's pretty much the summary of your position.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think you used the word absurd.
Absurd.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Absurd in every form or fashion.
That's coming up here with the Drive Guys. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Don't go away. We're just getting warmed up. Sactown Sports.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. Sactownsports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either, because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself and Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
Swiffer Power Mop. I have a dare for you. After you use your old mop and bucket, put on your whitest socks and walk across the floor. Now look down. What's that gray stuff on your socks? I used to have that too, until I switched to Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop breaks down and locks away tough messes. Take the dare. Try Swiffer Power Mop. White sock approved.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
On BritBox, your next hidden gem is right around the corner.
If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it.
Get ready for Britain's most anticipated series, streaming exclusively on BritBox. Catch new seasons of favourites, including Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
You want someone to get murdered?
And the eagerly awaited new adaptation of Agatha Christie's iconic detective duo, Tommy and Tuppence.
Do you think we're actually really good at this?
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch with a free trial.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Sactown Sports.
So today, Victor Oladipo, at least we found out today that he was on a Yahoo Sports podcast. And they were talking to him about the reports of some kind of connection between Victor Oladipo and the Kings. And as you may have heard, he said, yeah, there's some interest. And he said it's mutual. And it sounded like he was kind of downplaying it. And obviously, there's lots of ways this could go. But there are indications here that this is more than just, somebody told Jake Fisher that it might happen. Looks like it's a realistic possibility. So Alan and I going back and forth on that. I'm trying to find the upside from the Kings standpoint. And as I said, before we really, ended up on opposite sides, I, as a longtime Kings fan, I do get weary of, the mental gymnastics you have to do sometimes. Why are they getting him? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, okay. But I kind of did that today, and I ended up in a spot where I feel like, yes, I'm on board with that. Alan does not join me. He's not on board with it.
I'm not there. There's too many other opportunities for, I guess, the idea of a guy that, I'll put it to you like this, Whitey, and you could flip it in a different way back on to me, but a guy that has gotten a cup of coffee in the NBA and maybe hasn't found his footing, you could put him on the team versus bringing in Victor Oladipo, hoping that he stays healthy, hoping that he plays well enough. And again, if you're going to be playing well enough for a team to take a chance on you, how many minutes are you playing? And then you're going to flip him, right, for a second-round pick, and you hope that second-round pick is going to be good enough to play in the NBA versus just going and getting a 22, 23-year-old that somebody has at least thought is good enough.
Nobody wants. That's the thing.
That's not necessarily true. I
mean, the names that you've mentioned.
But nobody wants Victor Oladipo at this point in time.
Somebody does.
Besides one, excluding the Kings.
But I don't agree with the way you characterized it as, the Kings why do they keep doing favors for these guys? And I mean, obviously you don't just do it out of the kindness of your heart. There's something you got to get back.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of as far as what you'd get back. In addition to the fact that it is, it would be a nice story in a season that they might be hard up for positive things going on this year.
Nice story, sounding like the Giants and Jung-Hoo Lee.
Better just to be, I don't want to use the M word, but who better to be there to help Darius Acuff just get acclimated?
Hey, you know what?
Not a mentor, just an acclimator.
You know what? This city, or this season, the Kings, this is the M&M season. Mentors and marketing. That's what this is about. Mentors and marketing. It's not about basketball. That's what this turned into. Mentors and marketing.
If he can shoot and he can still defend, how is it not about basketball? How does that not help you? Now, I'll give you. We don't know. Well, but at least he's done it. I mean, he has.
When did he do it, Whitey? When did he do it?
20, before he got hurt, of course. He did it at a high level. I'll give you. There's like, well, that's why you go watch him work out. I haven't seen him work out. I know you haven't seen him work out.
Come on, Whitey.
But I don't think it's fair to say, without having ever seen him since he got hurt, maybe you've seen him in the G League, that, it's not about basketball at all. I think it could be about basketball. I think he could help you.
No, I don't think so. Well, I just think there's too many other options. There's too many young options. And you can say, but that's the thing, Whitey, this idea that, nobody wants these guys. But these type of stories, these type of stories, Whitey, happen way more often than bringing back a Victor Oladipo at 34 years old. The stories that you're telling me about a 22-year-old, especially nowadays, think about it like this.
What stories am I telling you?
The stories you're telling me don't happen, right? Or, hey, nobody wants these guys. Those stories happen way more often than bringing back a 34-year-old who you're not even sure what you're bringing him in to do. He's not even a 6'9", 3-and-D. You're bringing in a shooting guard?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Here you go, Whitey.
Because he can shoot and he can defend.
We don't know that.
Well, I'm assuming that they must have an idea that he can still do that if they're still interested, if they went to the workouts. You're right. I'm making an assumption, but I am going to assume that professional talent evaluators saw him and that the Kings said, yeah, we think he can still help us.
2019, he was an all-star. He only played 36 games.
Yesterday.
Okay?
He's also very close with Domas.
Again, I don't care. The number one movie, Avengers Endgame. Number 2 was the real life version or whatever it was of The Lion King when they brought that bad boy back. Toy Story 4, Frozen 2.
What are we at now, Toy Story 8 or something?
It just keeps going. He graduated college. The toys are getting old. They got canes. Andy. Fifth ranked movie, Captain Marvel. Okay? 6, Star Wars, Rise of the Skywalker, great movie. 7, Far From Home, Spider-Man. 8, Aladdin. I don't know what the hell Aladdin they're even talking about, to be honest with you.
That had to be a live action.
Oh, my God. I forgot they made that. Number 9, Joker. Number 10, It Chapter 2. That's box office 2019, Whitey. Number 1, Jay, you were slapping this. Number 1 song, Old Town Road, Lil Nas X. Remember that? Number 2, Sunflower by Post Malone. That's a banger. Number 3, Without Me, Halsey. Number 4, Bad Guy, Billie Eilish. Number 5, Wow, Post Malone. He destroyed 2019. You even got the Jonas Brothers in there, Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you need.
Why are you going back there when he played for the Heat in 2022-23?
How many games he play?
How many you think?
20.
42. Averaged 10.7 points a game.
Well, I'm just
Why
saying
are you
when he was
taking
an
me
all-star.
back to the pre-COVID? What was that?
He's an all-star, I guess.
He has played. He played in the 2020 season. He played in 2021. He played in 21-22, and he played in 22-23. He played.
Go get him then.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him. And then be careful what you wish for. Because once the Kings start losing, why don't they give Victor Oladipo more minutes? Jay's gonna call in sick, Whitey. If he gotta take calls.
You're right.
He gotta take calls from Kings fans.
Let me go ahead and do it now. 1,000%.
The first call Jay gets that says, "Hey Jay, I love Drive Guys. I agree more with Whitey than Allen. I just wanted to call in. Yeah, what's up, man? What do you want to talk about? Yeah, I just wanted to talk about why Victor Oladipo click. He's not getting more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
For
you know
anybody,
what?
Sorry, I'm getting another call.
You know, Whitey, that's the world you want to live in. Let's live it. I'm there with you through thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing.
I just think that you are falling into that trap of assuming that anybody that's out there he's a great prospect. Dennis Smith Jr., let's get him. Padula, way better than Oladipo. Why? Because they're young. And I'm operating under the delusion that they could actually be good players someday, despite a mountain of evidence to the contrary.
But I'm not necessarily arguing that they will be better. Or they are better. I'm arguing that they could still improve. We're about development, right? So many spots on this team should be about development. And Victor Oladipo, that is not about development to me. Maybe they don't end up being better than Victor Oladipo. I don't know if Victor Oladipo is better than Victor Oladipo. I don't know what I'm looking at. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee you if he's anything close to what he used to be, it's a big if. I'm assuming they've checked him out and decided he is. He's way better than any of those guys you mentioned.
Then, Whitey, let me ask you, as the protector of the situation at the moment, if that's the case, why are we only hearing about maybe 2 organizations? If he was that good, and what we've heard is, there were a number of general managers, front office execs, things like that at his workout, he was close to all-star potential, then why wouldn't we be hearing more people interest?
Because other teams are not in position to take that risk, and for the Kings, it's not really a risk at all.
By the way,
what happens if he comes in and he doesn't play well? Oh, well. If he does play well, you've got something, maybe an asset. And there's a lot of other teams that are like, we don't have that spot available. We can't assume that risk.
By the way, you bring Victor Oladipo in, we know based on position, it's either bleep Emmanuel Sharp's minutes or bleep Neat Clifford's minutes. So even if it works, something else is suffering. That's my non-hater hang up on it.
Unless he's the Doug McDermott. That'd be the only thing. Doesn't play.
Yeah.
And you know that one of those guys you just mentioned, one of them is not going to have the minutes he'd like to have anyway because of the other one. It has nothing to do with Victor Oladipo.
Well, then you shouldn't throw another shooting guard into the mix. I just got a message, and whenever somebody spells my name right, I always want to shout him out. It's from Cole Jr. Says, "Who do you want, Allen? This is Sacramento." I don't have a name. I'm looking at guys that are on their way up or distressed assets that are young.
Can we agree that we're both out on Ben Simmons?
Now you want to come on this train? You'll be here for Oladipo soon enough. Yeah, come on. There's plenty of room on this BART train.
You were also pro Simmons.
Pro?
Yeah.
When was I pro?
A few days ago, you're like, oh, why not? It was you on Monday.
I wasn't in.
All right. We'll come back to all that and another look. We'll come back to another look at the Kings schedule. 3 things that leap out at Kings fans about the brand new schedule. We got lots of 49ers today with the preseason beginning. It's all coming up on Sactown Sports, so don't go away.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive knows when it's 3 a.m. and you can't sleep, your mind starts racing, asking the big questions.
Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle? How come you never see baby pigeons? Am I breathing weird right now, or have I always breathed like this?
Progressive can't help with those questions. But if the question keeping you up at night is about your insurance, rest assured, we're here online when you need us, 24/7, 365.
But seriously, where are all the baby pigeons?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Adam Johnson, owner of Golf Fitness Solutions. Most golfers practice their swing, but ignore the body swing in the club. We help golfers move better, get stronger, reduce pain, build power, and play longer. Join us for a free trial week and see how golf-specific training can help you support your body and your game. Try a class, meet the team, and find a right program for your goals. Call 916-802-5175 or visit golffitnesssolutions.com. Golf Fitness Solutions. Move better, feel better, play better.
This Green and Gold Injury Report is brought to you by the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. If you get in an injury, just call Gingery. Zach Geloff started his rehab assignment in Las Vegas, coming off his knee injury, going 3 for 10 with a home run in Las Vegas. Jeffrey Spring went on the 15-day IL for right hip discomfort, though the MRI was negative for any acute injury. Nick Kurtz received an ultrasound-guided injection on his right thumb. No timeline has been announced on his return to the Green and Gold.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms? At Gingery, Hammer, and Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end. Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Whether it's date night, family night, or buddy night, Hagen Oaks has a bay for you. Reserve one of 3 Top Tracer bays from 6 to 11 p.m. through HagenOaks.com, and only those 3 bays are reservable. The rest of the driving range is still open for walk-ups. Play golf on world-famous courses while the kids try interactive games. Head to the Hangout for great food, cold drinks, and live sports on the TVs. Add monthly live music and putting tournaments, and you've got more than a driving range, you've got a night out. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Swing by and swing away.
KHTK
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Rob M. here in the text line says the players the Kings sign now should be cheap and easy to get rid of. Then they can just play their young guys and hope they develop. From the 916, are Allen's Nikes laced up too tight today? And there's some disparaging qualifiers of the Nikes, but I don't know. I mean, we're just having a spirited debate. I enjoy, the conversation and the debate.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oladipo makes sense as a third-string backup that's very cheap, says Rob M. Mentorship, Allen, from the 916, which may be a little, there may be a little sarcastic.
Yes, a little sarcastic. Bring them.
We're go back and forth today, perhaps you've heard, on Oladipo. Like, I'm on board. Yeah, I get it. Allen is steadfastly like, why? It's like, it's almost like a sideshow with this team sometimes, right? Not to put words in your mouth.
Come home, V. I would just say to the 916, because this is the thing, Whitey. Because I told you I have a photographic memory, right? Or whatever is left of one. So that same 916 number, like we can scroll up. Right? When somebody sends a text.
Okay.
So that same thing are Allen's Nikes laced too size 9 Nikes laced too tight. He said the same thing April 20th.
Did he really?
He was right here. And get a new roast. How about that? Get a new roast 916. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were on both days.
That. If I'd known that, I could have avoided it.
You don't forget. An elephant never forgets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Depot is decent as a mentor, says Logical Raptors fanatic.
How do you know that?
Who also adds, Allen be crying about G League players.
That is true. That is definitely true.
Allen's just mad because they didn't keep his guy.
Markelle?
Yeah.
Just just do the right thing. Make the right move. And keep Markelle, who just finished school. Speaking of school, Victor Oladipo and I about to go to our 10-year reunion for college. Mm-hmm. Markelle just finished. Just do the thing that makes sense. But you know what? Nope. Come home, V.
For him to say what he said on Yahoo, doesn't that suggest that, there's a really good chance it's going to happen? For him to say, yeah, they're interested and there's mutual interest. Okay.
Or
this is more than just, could happen. Let's keep an eye on it.
Or
I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen.
Couldn't there be a little bit of, oh, well, I'm going to say that because maybe somebody else will say, oh, man, I don't know who would say, the Kings are interested. We got to get them now, but no harm in trying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I know that we've talked a lot about how Scott Perry seems to have his guys. And has a chance to get one of his guys. He gets them.
Yeah.
That's why next year, by the way, looking ahead to next summer, guess who's a free agent next year unless he re-ups with his current team?
Please.
R.J. Barrett. It is a done deal.
What is I don't even have because we got Wasabi Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got Thanos Thursday. I don't know.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just funny how you can kind of see these things coming.
I'll probably, anything that I say is disappearing based on what you're saying. It will probably get me in trouble, so I'm not going to say anything. But it's a Thanos Thursday, and yeah, some choices are being made.
Mm-hmm.
Some choices are being made.
And it sounds like Victor Oladipo is one of his guys from way back when he was first drafted by the Orlando Magic.
Should we just start to accept that if there is a connection, and great shout from Mark Jones.
Yeah.
To kind of pull up that connection.
Check that out at SactownSports.com.
Should we just assume that anybody the Kings are connected to, Scott Perry has a connection to that player?
Not everybody. No. Not everybody.
I mean,
I don't know that there are enough. You couldn't
we
really put
sit
together
in
a
that
roster like
no,
that.
no.
could you?
I mean, hold on. Based on the acquisitions and the trades that have been made, Whitey, I think we're sitting about 60. There's a 60% chance.
I don't know.
Yes. Think about it.
Can't be that high.
Okay, let's go through it.
All right.
A-Cuff, we know.
Mhm.
There was a connection there.
Yeah.
Then you had, obviously, nothing has happened with
DeAndre Hunter. I'll give you DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
Right?
Precious.
Yes.
There haven't been that many moves made, Whitey. Now, everything else has just been...
What you said, 60. You need to get to 7 or 8 guys.
But they haven't even made that many moves. Westbrook, I think, was just straight up, right? I guess you could argue Schroeder was straight up. Both of them were straight up. So that kind of takes what? So, I mean, we're close. We're at about 55.
What do we have? 3 guys?
3 versus 2.
3 versus 2.
3 out of 5. You got 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Of 5 what? You're saying people they've acquired?
Yes, trade, whatever
I
it is.
thought you were saying 60% of the roster.
No. Just the moves that he's made. Scott Perry's moves since taking over. He's 3 out of 5. Out of the moves. And everything else that we've heard so far, all of the rumors, and maybe that's part of it too, but all of the rumors as well have been RJ Barrett, like you said, now this Victor Oladipo thing. 3 out of 5, Whitey. You know what?
Well, you got if you take A-Cuff, there's Caravan, no, right?
Right. Yeah, if you're going
and
to
then
take A-Cuff.
no Sharp.
Oh, no, because we're at
Dylan
60,
Cardwell?
Jay. We're at 60.
Neat Clifford?
That initial 5, we were at 60%. But, the draft is...
Then you got to throw A-Cuff back.
Even if I remove A-Cuff, that...
60% is too high.
That's
you
2
had a
for
good
4.
point there, but you overplayed your hand.
You remove A-Cuff, that's 2 for 4. That's 50. If you remove draft picks, that's 50%.
Well, but you're also overlooking some of the other moves that they've made.
Do tell.
Daquan?
Cardwell. Daquan Plowden. I mean, they've made moves.
My point has already been made.
Max?
My point has already been made. We're messing around with these numbers.
Maybe you should say free agents.
Yeah. Maybe. But even the trade... The trades.
He definitely has his guys.
Yeah. Is right there 40%, 50.
And I don't blame him. When you're like, man, there's a lot that's going on here that I can't control. But I can't control who I bring in.
Yeah.
And I trust this person.
Maybe part of that, too, to the point of, I believe it was Rob M. Hey, Alan, this is Sacramento. Maybe in a market like this, he feels like I have to prioritize guys that might come out here because we have a connection.
And 2 words, 6 pillars. Oladipo. He's a 6-pillar guy. He's an SPG.
I'll take your word for it.
What stood out to you about the schedule? Anything? Or did you take the Carmichael Dave approach? And I understand. Dave's a veteran. He says, 41 at home, 41 on the road. Let's move on.
I just took away I guess I have to take a deeper dive at the back half because honestly I was more concerned about the front of it, but I just took away the fairness of it. There's no point in thinking about, man, what if they had this schedule last season? Who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have changed too much, but I just took away that it is as fair as it's going to get in the being a team in the Western Conference, to be honest with you. Maybe even closer to softer than tough. Now, what's funny is, Whitey, Tankathon, we haven't been on our old friend Tankathon in so long.
Oh, that's right.
You want to take a guess where the Kings sit for strength of schedule?
Just based on the records of let's see. What is this based on?
I got to be last season's records, yeah.
Because sometimes they throw in rest days and things of that nature. I
don't think they're that in the.
I know they have 12. I just went through it quickly. I think they have 12 back-to-backs, which is down 2 from last year. I don't know, Alan. Middle of the pack.
Tankathon has them with the 5th toughest schedule.
Really?
And a lot of that is, you can't play yourself.
Right.
So, number 1, Brooklyn. Number 2, Milwaukee.
So if you're a bad team, you got a tougher schedule.
Yeah. Number 3, Chicago. Number 4, the surprise here is Charlotte randomly. And then number 5 is Sacramento. Number 6, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So randomly Charlotte, but everyone else is surrounded by teams that aren't very good.
By the way, footnote, because I listen to Dave every day. He was talking today about how someone told him yesterday, you've been at the station longer than anybody because you've been there so long, and the Rise guys were only there 8 years. He should check the math on that. So anyway, 1999 to 2011 is 8 years? Anyway, we move on. Mm-hmm. That's what someone told him. So I'm just saying, look, check that.
Check that.
Yeah.
Take that for data.
Yeah, there you go. 12 back-to-backs, only 2 TV games, and I think the thing that jumps out, if anything about the schedule jumps out, it's this, and I know Jason Anderson wrote about this, 5 of the first 7 on the road, and then 11 of the next 13 at home, and you do have a chance if you're halfway competitive and if you can keep up with teams like Portland and Memphis, the Kings have a legitimate chance of getting off to a decent to good start, which would obviously help create some energy at a time when the franchise really needs it.
Yeah, especially, having Acuff in the fold.
Yes.
They start off with the Clippers in Portland, then Memphis. Again, in the West, if you were to pick some teams in the West, sure, you'd throw the Pelicans in there, but besides that, you'd definitely pick Memphis because you'd have to, no disrespect to your Grizzlies. And the other, after you pick Memphis, if you said, hey, you can only pick Memphis or New Orleans, now pick 2 more teams. I don't know, Whitey. You pick the Suns or the Blazers. You pick the Jazz or the Clippers. You're playing the bottom half of the Western Conference to start the first 3 games of the season. What more can you ask for?
How many games do you think they'd have to win for people to feel halfway decent about this year? And maybe it's not that simple. Maybe it's a matter of, well, if you win a bunch early and then you collapse late, people aren't going to be feeling good about it. But around 30 wins, would people feel like, all right, they're on the right track?
I think 30 is the number. But looky here, Whitey.
Mm-hmm. Because I think there's a lot of people, and bless them, because they're fans. I think there's a lot of people that would be disappointed if they're not competing for a play-in spot.
Yeah, but I think
that's what fans do.
It would dissipate at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on if it's bad early or if it's kind of like what you said, if the quote-unquote wheels fall off.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. What if they're in the mix and there are fans that are saying, sell, we should be buying. We're right. The 10th seed is right there. So some people are going to feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their right, and
they're going to say, why are we trading? Sure, we could get 2 firsts for Oladipo, but let's keep them.
Yeah,
that's where we're going to be.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Listen to this though, Whitey, and I know it's a long season, but the first 7 games, out of the first 7 games,
5 on the road. It's a tough stretch just to start, but then it levels off.
It's 5 on the road, but 6 of those games are against the bottom half of the West, right? Clippers, Blazers, Memphis. You got the Spurs, and then you get Pelicans, Memphis again, and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really, you'd like those games, some of those games to be at home, but you can't really ask for much more than that.
If they get off to a slow start, or if the season at some point starts to unravel, which is certainly possible, then I think if you're a true fan, it becomes all about, well, how's Acuff coming along?
Yeah, and that's what it's Acuff, Sharp, Caravan, Clifford.
Yeah, and then it becomes, okay, well, are they going to have a chance to move off of their veterans at the deadline and get anything for them? Zach, to me, is like, you're fine either way. You'd almost rather have him just come off the books at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not worried about, and I don't think the front office is either. There's not that pressing need we got to get off of this deal. You've got the escape hatch right there.
Yeah, just get through the year.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already halfway through August. This season or this year is flying by. So you're going to blink. It's going to be December. And then you're going to think, if you're in a front office or if you're just a fan, you know what? Are we really trying to battle it out and squeeze somebody for another second rounder? But we got to take on, because remember, you got to take the money back. We got to take on a guy who has 2 more years on his, or 2 players with 2 years left on their deal to equal Zach LaVine, or we can just let him be done with the contract. I think a guy to keep an eye on, Whitey, I don't know if this is just as a sweetener or something like that. I thought about it this go round, but I think maybe teams weren't moved because the Kings were bad, but it was a different type of bad. Like being bad and being tanking bad are two different things. If the Kings are just bad this season, but it's not the weird tank, I think other teams will still look at their pieces in a way and evaluate them in a certain spot. I would say keep an eye on Precious Achiuwa because he's making $5 million a year. And I think even last season, we thought there was a world where, well, he could be a sweetener, right? I remember having conversations, well, if the Warriors need, DeMar and Precious, something like that, I would keep an eye on, and I think Scott Perry did a great job. And I hadn't actually really thought about it like this. I just thought about playing time and developing the young guys. But there are a couple reasons why Scott Perry probably thought, let's bring back Precious Achiuwa. Obviously, there's DeAndre Hunter conversation in there too. Maybe you marry those contracts, whatever you can do. I would keep an eye on Precious at such a low price point. Knowing what he brought to the table last season, he could be somebody that other teams are interested in.
How much could you realistically hope to get for him?
It's probably another sweetener conversation. Like maybe that if somebody is interested in Domas or Levine, maybe it's, to get back enough draft capital, throw in Precious, who is still 27 years old and on a really team-friendly deal.
Mark Jones said today, I know I keep alluding to that, it was a fine interview on Dave's show. You could check that out on our YouTube channel and on Sactownsports.com. But he said, you never know. He's trying to be as optimistic as he could. You can always catch lightning in a bottle. You can. But again, short of that, if the Kings do struggle this year, if this year clearly at some point fairly early in the season becomes clearly a struggle, I hope that they're able to establish some kind of identity, which is probably going to come on the offensive end as a team that, can have those big nights. I think that's what your fan base needs as well. If you're not going to win, all right, you need to show me that you're becoming something rather than just kind of we don't know what we're getting night to night. And the way the team is built, it's pretty clear that for all the talk of defense, this roster right now, if anything, if they're going to excel in any area, it's going to be at the other end of the floor. And if you can get, Darius Acuff going and you can see him throwing lobs to Dylan Cardwell, we saw a little bit of that type of thing in Summer League, then you have as a fan something to hang on to because this team isn't going to give you a lot this year. And I think it's pretty clear that the organization does not feel compelled. I'm not sure whether they should or not. I go back and forth on this. They're not going to feel compelled to come out and say, look, this is where we are this year. We're not going to be very good this year. Or they don't really do that. Scott Perry kind of tells you without telling you. It's like, you got to get the hint. We're still in the evaluation stage. Don't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're still kind of reestablishing and refreshing the roster. That's all he's going to ever tell us.
Right.
Yeah. So you just have to be satisfied with progress. And hopefully if Darius Acuff progresses quickly, then I think you feel good about the season, even if there aren't that many wins. Obviously, there's got to be more than 21.
Yeah, it's weird because I know we've had conversations of whether he's under pressure or not, Darius Acuff. I don't think he's under any pressure this upcoming season. I don't personally.
Don't you think he would if he, heaven forbid, got off to a bad start? If he, I think you suggested, what if Yaxel Lindeborg has a better year than him?
Yeah. I mean,
because all that pressure would be on the organization.
But those are two different things. I think
they go hand in hand, don't they?
It's hard, but on one hand, we're saying sometimes it takes a point guard a while to develop. But on the other side, we're saying a guy that's on a team that's set at 21.5 wins has pressure, right? That doesn't really, on its face, that doesn't make a ton of sense. It would be nice to see him do some things and show some flashes, but I don't think Darius Acuff is under any type of pressure, personally. Just because he's a rookie, this team is supposed to be bad, and this team isn't even it's not even in full rebuild mode.
Hopefully it won't come to that. But I think we saw even in Summer League that he felt some pressure. He felt, we talked to people down there. He felt, he knows he's not playing well. He's got to play better.
Different.
That was Summer League.
But that's different to me. You're with
that
a bunch of
dudes. Bad. This should be more intense because it's real games.
No, I don't look at it like that because Summer League, you're playing a bunch of G Leaguers and college players, right? These are your peers, essentially. Once you're going to get more grace in the NBA early. You got Sabonis, Zach LaVine, right? I don't know.
The Kings don't get grace. And I know we're talking
Vegas giving them a lot of grace.
Are they? I know we're talking about, well, wait, are we talking about the team's view of it or ACUFs or fans or the national media? But the Kings, it's difficult for them to get any grace. And it's asking a lot. And it's the only thing you can ask of fans right now. But as Jay and I have said a million times, it's difficult to ask these fans, well, you have to be patient. And that's where you are right now.
No, to be honest, the whole reason I even thought about the ACUF pressure conversation is because you were talking and I just have this visual, I don't know why, but this visual of Maxime Renaud and the young guys, game after game, walking off the court after another L. And my thought is, okay, at what point, I know when we were arguing with our guy Scott on the text line about, hey, you got to lose games, at what point does this team as a whole have to get Lysol the stench of just being a losing team? Hey, we're starting to turn it around. And they're really the crazy thing is about Maxime and Dylan Cardwell and Neek, that year didn't really count. The real development losing starts now, right? They were kind of found money. We traded in for the end of the first round, and then we got you, Max, in the second, and Dylan wasn't even drafted. So the real development starts now, and the Kings have to do, to your point, a really good job of not just keeping the fans at bay, but keeping these guys in a headspace. Keegan Murray said this was one, and he didn't even really play. And he said, I did not lose like this at Iowa. I've never lost like this in my life. Mm-hmm. So I think Scott Perry, obviously transactions is a big deal. Scott Perry, Doug Christie, BJ, the whole crew, they have to make sure that these dudes are still understanding, hey, we're gonna have to lose, or we're not gonna have to, we're gonna lose games, but we're never going to be complacent with it. And we know where we're trying to go. So I think it's going to be very important that they lay that groundwork internally. We don't have to know what it is, but internally.
And I think, heaven forbid, if they're in a spot where come February, March, it looks like, you know what, that relegation is on the board for this franchise, everything's going to get ratcheted up.
You don't want to be.
That will happen, but if it does, woo!
You don't want to be one of the first relegations.
The heat is on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be that.
No. When we come back, one last look back at the NBA phenomenon that was Russell Westbrook. Where does he rank all time among point guards? We'll look at a list, all right? You and me, we'll do that next on Sactown Sports.
This is Sactown, baby!
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports. To keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com Or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Now through August 31st at Big O Tires, receive $80 to $120 in instant savings on 4 select in-stock Netson, Nido, or Sumitomo tires with installation purchase. Disposal fees extra, not good with other offers. See your locally owned Big O Tires dealer for pricing.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Life can get hectic. That's why Progressive provides claim support 24/7, 365 days a year, all the time. But not like in a desperate way. We're not just waiting online for you to talk to us or waiting by the phone. I mean, we are waiting by the phone, but not like staring at it. Well, now I am. I'm staring at it. The point is, Progressive Claim Support is here for you 24/7 in a totally chill, normal way. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, get early access to our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe for a limited time. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Talking to Alan today before the show, and we, three of us put our heads together, and Alan was furious. He's like, "What are you doing? We didn't talk enough about Westbrook yesterday. What's wrong with you? What kind of crackerjack show are you running here?" So, I guess we need to talk more about Russell Westbrook.
When the show ended, you just see so much, right? No, I'm serious. Like KD posted today. A very nice post. So many people saying stuff. So whenever, I'm running the tape, right, on the show, and okay, did we do enough of this, that? I thought we did it the right way yesterday. I just felt like there's probably some more notes in there just based on what everybody was saying, like watching his dunks. And, I rewatched the video that he put out with Michael B. So I just wanted to make sure we gave him, a lot of people were saying, where he is on the point guard list, as you're alluding to right now. I just wanted to make sure we gave him his just due, because he is, everybody's showing that graphic of the point guards from that generation. Now Steph's the only one left. I just wanted to make sure. Did we do enough on Russ?
One of the reasons I didn't do more, and this is on me because you just have to think of different things to do. I felt like everybody was saying the same things, and I didn't want to just say the same things. But then it's like, well, then you have to think of something different to say. But that was one reason I felt like I don't want to just keep saying the same things about, how hard he played, and boy, he was had some problems towards the end, but he played hard, and he was great, and you just have to respect his decisions. Like,
right. Yeah, but the one thing when it initially happened, and I said, my mom had always tried to tell me, actually, same thing happens on the radio. Hey, there's a time and a place for everything. And yesterday, I didn't feel like it was a time and a place to talk about the Kings offering him that roster spot and, my feelings on it. Today, though, I would just very much like to know what they told him.
Yeah.
Because I still worry about that, even if I know Shams did his spin and said, with Acuff, it was going to be a much smaller role. I still get the heebie-jeebies a little bit because if Russ was in that building, he's still Russell Westbrook. So the fact that they even opened the door, maybe it was a respect thing, whatever it is, that still kind of, for lack of a better term, makes me uncomfortable.
Well, speaking of that, as I'm talking to you, I'm realizing one of the reasons I was a little uncomfortable with it yesterday, being totally honest, I've never been, as much as I respect Russell Westbrook as an outstanding professional and surefire Hall of Famer, there are certain aspects of the way he's played that I've never been a big fan of. And I didn't want to be disingenuous and yesterday, be gushing about, oh, he was just the greatest, when that's not always how I felt.
Yeah.
But be that as it may, you're right. We definitely need to take another look at Russell Westbrook. And I found this, Hoops Hype came out, this was last month, with their list of the greatest this, the greatest that ever. So they have a 20 greatest point guards list ever. And this was August 2nd. So let's just see where they have them.
Okay.
That's this month, Whitey. August 2nd. We're in August, brother.
That's right. It's this very month.
A week and a half ago.
Yeah. I'm looking at the schedule, Jay, and I don't even know what month I'm in.
No worries.
So here's what they have. Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Steph, number 2. Oscar Robertson.
Wait, hold on. What's the for? You got Steph lower?
That was Allen's.
You got
lower.
You got him above Magic? Okay, no problem. I just thought
I was like,
no problem. Yeah.
Not the point of the exercise.
No, but I was just wondering, like you was like there was somebody above him.
The point of the exercise is to ferret out flaws in this. So have you found one?
I like Steph at 1.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
All right.
Respect. Got you.
Magic 1, Steph 2. Some say Steph's 1.
Yep.
Oscar Robertson.
Very intelligent.
That's where it gets tough to compare, like Jerry West.
Yeah.
And Isaiah.
Wait, Jerry West was 4?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I already got a problem.
Isaiah Thomas, 5th. He's one of the most underrated great players of all time. And I didn't like the Bad Boys. He was phenomenal.
Who did you like?
I like Jerry West. I like Magic Johnson. I like Steph Curry.
Okay.
I'm not saying I didn't like Isaiah Thomas's game. I wasn't a fan of the Bad Boys.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was an incredible basketball player.
Right.
All this stuff. And some people don't have a problem with it, but, they didn't shake hands with the Bulls and all that. Yeah. And they just fouled you till the referees couldn't call fouls anymore. It worked. They won championships. But I just wasn't a fan of that, although I'm a fan of his game. Incredible. 7, John Stockton.
What?
That's pretty high for John Stockton, isn't it?
Man, yeah.
I like John.
Yeah, well, he's a great player, but 7th best of all time?
No way.
Well, listen to who's 8.
Steve Nash. Steve Nash better than John Stockton.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
2-time MVP.
Yeah, I think Steve should be ahead of John.
And he's too high, too.
Bob Cousy.
Didn't get to see him play.
Respect to Bob.
Those 3 could definitely they could team up and move down by 4 spots already.
And then 10, Jason Kidd.
There we go. I was waiting.
One NBA title, 5 All-NBA first-team selections, 10 All-Stars, 9 All-Defensive selections, and 2 Olympic gold medals. He should be higher on this list.
Way higher.
Yeah, definitely.
11th, Gary Payton.
Should be higher.
12th, Russell Westbrook.
Ooh.
Hoops Hype has Russ, the 12th best point guard of all time. 1 MVP, 9 All-NBA selections, 9 All-Stars, 1 Olympic gold medal, and 1 World Cup gold medal.
Who's he in front of? Because I haven't heard Dame.
Dame is 13.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
So
I'll
who's
just
12?
go.
If Russ is 11.
No, Russ is 12.
Oh, Russ is 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes Dame, and then it goes Walt Frazier was phenomenal.
Wow.
Shea, 15.
Okay.
Nate Archibald, 16. Rounding out Pete Maravich, Tony Parker. 18 is Luka on this list from Hoops Hype. 19, Kyrie Irving, and Lenny Wilkins, 20, which again is one of those way back. He was a great player, but it's just hard to compare those eras. So what do you think, Russ, at 12?
Where's AI?
I don't think they
two-guard.
Yeah, they probably are considering him a two-guard.
Yeah.
Which is what he was.
Because E. Snow was the point guard.
Yeah.
They got Kyrie on there, though.
Kyrie's a point guard.
I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry.
And Kyrie's better than a few people in front of him.
Kyrie is no more of a point guard than AI.
Huh?
He's not.
Nah.
He's not.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're off the path here.
We'll come back to that.
It started with you with number 2.
Yeah. You had an issue with this from
the jump.
Hey, call up Scotto. Man.
I don't know why a guy, and they're all great, okay?
Yeah.
John Stockton at 7. That's the first one where, for me, even Chris Paul, as great as he was, putting him 6th.
That's high.
Yeah.
Guy, he win nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been wrestling with this. What do you guys think? I'm not sure what the answer is, so I'm not arguing this. I'm asking the question. Quarterbacks in football, well, they have to have won something. A point guard is not, he doesn't have the same influence on the game as a quarterback, but he is, in a sense, a quarterback of the team. So if a player doesn't win a title, do you hold that against him more if he's a point guard? Because he's the one running the show. Because I think to a degree, I think I do.
I think you could. I mean, I don't know if it's about being a point guard. It's more so about, are you the best player on your team?
Mm-hmm. I also think one thing that works against Russell Westbrook when you compare him to other point guards, he really wasn't a point guard in college. And then they made him one, and he was really good at it, but he was never a pure point. He just wasn't. But he did it anyway, and he made it work.
That would explain some things for sure.
Mm-hmm.
List or list, and we can always say it just depends on the eye of the beholder. But I do think you're on to something in this form, Whitey, when it comes to me and you, I believe, are closer more to the traditional point guard versus the shoot-first point guard, which is kind of the era we're living in now. So that, to me, makes a difference. And then also, I think you have to put in play, and it's the Kyrie Irving, the Iverson, the things like that, because we have point forwards, we got point centers, those things have kind of changed the game, and now you don't see too many more traditional point guards. So it's a little like Jamal Murray. Is he a traditional? Is he a shoot-first guy? Because he's played with Jokic versus a Rondo. Rondo's traditional.
Pure as they come.
Yeah. J. Kidd's traditional versus, I think Kyrie's kind of in the middle. Like he's going to dish it, but he's going to go get it.
AI in the middle.
He is considered.
You know who probably really belongs somewhere on this list, if we're being honest, is LeBron.
LeBron?
Yeah. He basically has been a point guard.
Didn't Rich Paul say he's basically been a point guard his whole career?
Pretty much.
That's some crazy Mario Chalmers hate.
Norris Cole hate.
Russ at 12. Russ
Kyrie
would probably bristle at that, but when you look at the other names on this list,
Yeah.
this is a great freaking list. You could argue he should be a little higher, but somewhere around there, maybe.
Yeah.
Where's Frazier for you? Why do you got to see him play a little bit?
I'd probably have him higher. He was on a team that won 2 championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a great defensive player, and he just didn't play long enough to put up the same numbers as some of the other guys, but he was a really good player.
You got him in front of Russ?
Yes.
Yeah.
I might have him higher than some of those other
Nash?
guys. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're sticking to...
But I was real little then. I didn't know what I was looking at.
If I'm sticking to specifically Russ and not getting off the beaten path, I don't have a problem with Russ at 12. It feels appropriate. Some of the other ones, different day. But Russ at 12 feels appropriate to me.
Well, speaking of greatness, I guess Alan wanted a chance to make up for what he thought was a misstep yesterday in our discussion on Raiders.
Oh, huge. Huge misstep. You know what? That was just me. I got caught off guard.
Okay.
A little bit. And I wanted to make up for it. Jay said to do some homework. And I said, you know what? Let me think about this for a second.
It's a perfect occasion with the Raiders opening their preseason tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I have my breakdown so people can stop coming down my lane about my Raider fandom.
It's Allen's Raider Hall of Raider greatness, or
it's just my favorite guys, because I don't want people saying, well, how do you not have? These are my guys.
This is not the Hall of Fame; it's the Hall of Allen.
Yeah, these are my guys. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready.
The Raiders Hall of Allen. Allen will give us a tour next on Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
The summer of Silverado continues at Folsom Chevy. General Manager Eric Wilson and his team have rolled out an incredible deal for August on every 2026 Silverado half-ton truck in stock with a 5.3-liter engine. $13,000 off MSRP, 0% financing for 5 years, no monthly payment for 90 days, and there's a lifetime warranty. Find it all at Folsom Chevy at the Folsom Auto Mall. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 financed. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends August 30th, 2026.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884. Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Ben Hogan said, good golf starts with a good grip. It's true. If the golf club isn't in a square position after you grip it, you'll have to do something in the swing to manipulate it back to square. Otherwise, you're hitting big slices or duck hooks. Then you start gripping the club tighter, and that tension runs through the hands, up the arms, and into the shoulders. You're done before you even take the club back. 9 times out of 10, when I make a small adjustment in a friend's grip, the ball flight is much closer to straight or even a slight draw. You want to hold the club more in the fingers than in the palm, which allows your wrist to better hinge. The lifeline on your right hand will cover the thumb on your left. In this position, you'll see the top 2 knuckles on the back of your left hand, and the V created by the thumbs and forefingers should be parallel and point to your right shoulder. Grip pressure should be about 4 or 5 on a scale of 10. The correct grip is incredibly important, and if you're having issues, see your PGA golf professional. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
I've got some really important information for Alan Stiles, and I'm going to mention an establishment here that we don't have any agreement with them. We'd love to, but Alan saw a commercial for them and said, I don't know if we have any in Sacramento. We have 3 Dairy Queens in Sacramento, Alan. Arden Way, Fruit Ridge, and Greenback Lane and Citrus Heights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hankering for a blizzard, huh?
Actually,
you're still mad because me and Jay in Las Vegas got blizzards and we didn't get one.
No. I'm actually, I'm a Cold Stone guy personally, but my wife loves blizzards, so now I can surprise her with one because I didn't know where they were. I just love
get out a little more.
And I'm at Arden. You know, I'd be at the BJ's. You know, I'd be out there, but I did not see the Dairy Queen. Yeah. But yeah, she loves, I think she might have told me or thought that there weren't any out here. So, and I didn't check because it's not really my bag. But
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
When's her birthday?
November.
Oh, okay. Coming up.
You know, keep it cold.
Yeah. More important information, 5 o'clock, we're going to take you to pregame coverage for the 49ers and the Titans. 49er pregame coverage. The preseason finally starting today. I'll never forget this as long as I live. Every time the preseason starts, my dad told me years ago when I was 6 years old, he said, it's exhibition games. They call it preseason just to make it sound like it's something. Just like, it's not a used car, it's pre-owned. It's not an exhibition game, it's preseason.
See, it's all marketing.
It is.
It is.
Brilliant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we thought this was a great opportunity for Alan to take us down the hallways of his fandom, if you will. Big Raider fan, and the Raiders also opening the preseason tonight. This is the Raider Hall of Allen.
Yes. Yes, it is. And I just wanted to start here with a little explaining of what went down yesterday. I've been very open about my fandom, right, in general, specifically with the Raiders. But here it goes. My mom from Panama obviously is not messing with American football like that. My dad did not have a football team, grew up in Chicago, but was a Bulls basketball guy in general. So
what does he think of the Indiana Bears?
He'll go if there's a tail out. If the prawns are there, he'll be there for the prawns, It's so funny because he's texting me because the Bears were good this year and he's out there. So man, can you believe that? I'm like, dude, you haven't even watched. He's like, man, I can't believe he missed that throw. So anyway, I was a free agent, right? And, early on, watch Niner games, Raider games, all that. We had a neighbor, and the neighbor, they were like you, they were part of the elite. They were season ticket holders, right? Season ticket holders. And the year, it honestly started that year, Rich Gannon and the crew, they went to the Super Bowl. So that's where my fandom started. So I don't have any prior memories or anything like that. After that Super Bowl, what happened, fellas? The Raiders have been terrible. They've been absolutely terrible. Then they leave Oakland and they go to Vegas. So it's been a little bit confusing for me as a Raider fan. So
but you've kind of paid your dues.
Yeah, so when Jay asked me who's your favorite Raider and then who's number 2, honestly, I hadn't really thought about it like that, and I wanted to give some background on it.
You didn't want to say like Darius Hayward-Bay. You didn't want to go there.
Some of these names,
Carson Palmer.
Yeah, my guy, to be honest, and this is honorable mention. The cool thing, he played for the Raiders for a couple years. It was Rod Streeter because Rod Streeter went to Temple. So that was a big thing.
Right?
He was a receiver. Yeah, exactly. So there was Rod Streeter, but besides that, it's a little dry.
Big Matt McGloin fan.
So with that being said, here's my top 5 favorite Raiders.
Wasn't he No, he wasn't Sac. They had a guy who was Geese. John. They had a guy that went to Sac State that played for him.
We'll throw him on my honorable mention.
Offensive lineman also played for the Cowboys. I apologize.
That's right.
For not being able to remember his name. Yeah.
So here's my top 5, my Hall of Allen. This is not best Raiders. This is just me. Okay? Number 5, this dude, look, short-lived, but I don't know. To me, he was one of the best running backs, and I mentioned him yesterday. It's got to be Latavius Murray. Again, for me, not a lot to cheer about for the Raiders. Latavius Murray, that year when they were rocking and rolling with Amari Cooper, Derek Carr, Latavius Murray was that dude to me. He had the touchdown celebration. I think he might have went to the Vikings after that. But number 5 for me, Latavius Murray.
Number 5 is Latavius Murray?
This is my memories. It's dry. It's dry.
Whitey, this is his list, man. Let him.
Do you have that Charles Barkley drop?
It's dry.
This is his list, Whitey.
Okay.
Right. Let him get his list out, sir.
Yeah. This is why I didn't want to say anything yesterday. Bullying me.
The floor is yours. Stretchy B is just a historian,
terrible.
as you see.
Number 4, and honestly, it could have been anybody from that year. Amari Cooper, really, a lot of those guys. Number 4, his time with the Raiders wasn't great, but the fact that Jay is laughing back there, and now my boss isn't. Latavius, this is my list. Number 4, time with the Raiders. They weren't very good, but he played for the hometown team, so he's got to be on it. Number 4, Marshawn Lynch. Number 4 is Marshawn Lynch.
All right.
You know, what he did for the city of Oakland. I went to the Beast Mode store when he opened it. Marshawn's got to be on the list, okay? He's number 4. And Jay is not even with us. He is still
there a
laughing.
Gap between 4 and 5?
Yes, there's a big gap.
Yeah, by the way, John Giesecke was the guy who went to Sac State, and he played for the Raiders, the LA Raiders, and the Cowboys.
916 is Latavius who?
Yeah, that's a
grind some tape.
Maybe he should have just done the top 4.
I almost only did top 3. Number 5, Latavius Murray. Number 4, Marshawn Lynch. Number 3, Jerry Rice. For me, watching Jerry Rice do what he did for the Niners all those years, and then at 40 years old, to do what he did, over 1,000 yards those years, of course, part of that Super Bowl as well. 40 years old doing it, Whitey. I got Jerry Rice on the list.
You know what's sad about this, honestly, is you have, and I understand where you're coming from, and I was at a station where we played Raider games during that period, so I know how dark it was, but you have a Cowboy and a Seahawk and a 49er. Are 3, 4, 5. I get it. I'm not criticizing.
No.
It's kind of sad.
Latavius is a Raider.
You have a Cowboy and a Seahawk and a 49er.
Next on the list, I never should have done this. Next on the list, coming in at number 2, Charles Woodson. Woodson. I actually got to meet Charles Woodson. It was a happenstance in Napa. Charles has his whiskey. He also was getting into wine a little bit. And he was just sitting at the table, with us randomly, bar type situation. And we got to talk to him a little bit. And his friends were joking him about how he left the Raiders to go win a Super Bowl and then came back. So Charles Woodson, my number 2. My buddy kept calling him Chuck after we left. And I said, why do you keep calling him that when you wouldn't call him that when we were talking to him? But Charles Woodson, great dude. Number 2 is Charles Woodson. Any problems there?
No. Is number 1 going to be, what do you think, Jay, like Seabass or something? I'm just wondering.
He should have been 5. He should have been 5. Seabass is my 5. Okay, it's everybody from that crew. And number 1, it goes without saying, played baseball and football. What more is there to say? Bo Jackson. Bo knows Bo. Read Bo's book when I was a kid, and I actually read it. Just everything that he brought to the table. It's a shame that the hip or everything he had going on got in his way.
Necrotic hip.
Yeah, Bo Jackson was my guy. So that's my 5. Sebastian Janikowski should probably be 5 over Latavius
Honorable
Murray.
mention?
Yeah.
Wait, recap them real fast before we go to break, please.
Sebastian Janikowski, 5.
No. Honorable mention, too.
Oh, yeah. Latavius Murray, honorable mention. Sebastian Janikowski, 5. Marshawn Lynch, 4. Jerry Rice, 3. Charles Woodson, 2. Bo knows Bo, 1. Come on, guys. Excuse me?
Great. Shane Leckler saying, how did I not make that list?
You guys got jokes.
Thank you,
And
Alan.
Amari Cooper.
I like Shane Leckler.
Amari Cooper, honorable mention. And Terrell Pryor.
When we come back, we'll see what you think of that. And also, Pablo Torre finds out if the dreaded substation is actually causing 49er injuries. What's the real scientific answer? It's next on Sactown Sports.
With a silver hat about his head and a bristling black mustache, he growled.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports. To keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger, Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes.
Is that a new bump on your dog's neck? Or is that bump just a part of his neck? Could be a bug bite or something way worse.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Wait, there's another bump right by the first bump.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
The one and only Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Golden One Center this weekend.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com. Or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140. Your local sports leader.
Live and local, it's The Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sactown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sactown Sports app.
Pablo Torre finds out if there's anything to the substation in Santa Clara contributing to 49er injuries. We'll get to all that, but first we're still sifting through the wreckage of Allen's Raider list. I will say this on Allen's behalf. He said clearly many times, I'm not saying these are the best Raiders of all time. These are my guys.
Thank you, Whitey.
He did say that many times.
Thank you.
Both frustrated and angry.
Thank you, Whitey.
We have on the text line from Justin, that's a pathetic list for a Raider fan. That is hilarious. I mean, I thought you said you loved Josh Jacobs yesterday. I could understand that.
Yeah, but like I said, it's the 1 year since the Super Bowl they went to the playoffs and Latavius Murray was the running back.
Mm-hmm.
So that I have a connection to that. That's all, guys.
Anything, Jay?
No. I don't want to be the one that's, we don't want to be biased towards Allen. So
look,
let the
that's his guys.
The smartest listeners
It's Alan's
I'm getting fried.
You are, brother.
Alan's list of his favorite Raiders, Cowboys, Seahawks, and 49ers.
I'm definitely getting fried, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It is not the best.
Rajiv's wondering what is Alan's Giants list going to look like.
Again, there's a bet. Now, if you want me to do a best all-time Raiders list, we can do that, Jay.
But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's what Whitey said, which is when you talk about teams, there are stalwarts of certain teams, and I don't expect you to like Gene Upshaw, right?
Right.
I don't expect that. Like, I'm not a Joe Perry super fan because Joe Perry was before my time.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand what you're saying, and I understand also there aren't a lot of successful Raiders out there as well.
Yeah.
So I get that part of it. And then I would also factor in that you're, 37, 36, 37?
36, yeah.
36, that you're not going to be diving back into Art Shell days as well.
And the interesting thing to me is, Jay, but to your point, is while he's been a Raider fan, they have not been close to what they used to be.
Very much so. But there are some names. Like the Woodson is a guarantee, right? If you're a Raider fan, no matter where you're at, you're probably a Woodson fan. The Bo Jacksons, the Marcus Allens.
Tim Brown,
right. I was like, where is Tim Brown in all of this?
It was either Tim Brown or Jerry. I went with Jerry.
But it's funny because the first thing when you name the first three was I had to look it up. I'm like, Latavius played for like 12 teams, feels like.
Look, man.
He wasn't synonymous, and I get that.
Yeah, but he gained 87 yards one game against the Broncos.
Latavius Murray, and no. Since you want to be funny, okay, Latavius Murray.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, the ending was kind of weird.
Okay.
You know? But it was, but he's right there. Honestly, Seabass probably should have been on it instead of Latavius, right? And I Darren Waller had some great years.
Yeah.
I mean, he was arguably one of the best tight ends in the game. He was top two, top three. You know, DC, Derek Carr. I was never after the foot. It got a little sticky then.
But you did try to slide Amari Cooper on there.
You did.
Same era.
Yeah, honorable mention. That whole crew, right? I picked Latavius, which is probably the worst pick for. But that whole
Jerry Rice
five could have been that 20. What was it? Was that 2016 when they went to the playoffs? 5 was just that team. To be honest with you, 5 is just that whole team.
916. Hello, but that might be the worst top 5 of all time Raiders I've ever heard. Again, it's not all time Raiders.
Yes.
It's Allen's favorite 5 Raiders.
Thank you. See, you guys are starting to. Yeah, you guys are starting to ride with me a little bit here.
We're trying to meet you,
Yeah.
There's no meeting,
Drop your pin. Let me come pull up on you.
Yeah, 2016. Just put that whole team for number 5,
That's
to
fine.
be honest with you.
I'm with you.
Put
Who
that
else
whole
was on
team.
that squad? Remind me a few people, please. Waller was on that team?
Yeah, Waller was on that squad. Jack Del Rio, he was the coach of that team. You had... Yeah, I mean, they and if Derek doesn't get hurt, you had Clive Walford.
You did.
Yeah, Khalil. Wait, did they still have Khalil? I think they still had Khalil at that point in time.
I think so.
Yeah. You had Khalil, you had Bruce Irvin, you had Crabtree. Even Crabtree.
What are you talking about?
Malcolm Smith. They had some boys. And if Derek doesn't get hurt, we got the Barty.
Okay.
Don't roll your eyes, Ramsey. We got the Barty.
Okay.
They had Olawale.
Oh yeah,
Right?
he was my guy too.
Marquette King.
The punter.
Love Marquette.
This was the crew.
Marquette is
this number 5 is just the whole 2016 team. That was the crew, man. Andre Holmes. I mean, they had my guys, dude. Seth Roberts. DeAndre Washington was about 5'6", so I needed him. He was my guy.
Wasn't Tywan Jones from like Antioch or something? Yeah.
I guess good as
See?
mine.
Local guy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, put down that 2016 team. The Marshawn one just felt weird not putting him.
It just felt weird seeing him on there because I know he played for a lot of teams, but he just was barely a Raider.
Yeah, but he was He was.
That would be like putting Russ on a list of your favorite Kings.
Nah, it's not the same.
It's very similar.
I see why you're saying that, but Marshawn, when he's gigging to E40 in the Coliseum, some things are deeper than sports, fellas.
I can see that. I can see Marshawn.
From being at Cal when he's on the.
He's from Richmond, right?
The golf cart.
He's from the town.
No, he's from Oakland.
North Oakland.
Yeah, so I just didn't feel comfortable not putting him.
Okay.
Now people are saying it's shameful. It's
not. We all have our favorite guys. We definitely. But I think first of all, the honorable mention.
People are really upset.
Give me the 3 that you mentioned. Honorable mention again.
I was just shooting from the hip.
Oh, okay.
For the honorable.
Freestyling. But those were like, okay, I got you. And then once you hit Latavius, I think.
Oh, no.
It just kind of jumped off on the wrong.
Now, Jason Anderson is texting me.
See, I knew you were really in trouble when I threw out Seabass. And you immediately went to the 5 spot. You're like, oh, yeah, number 5 is Seabass.
From Jason Anderson of the Sac B, the Tim Brown oversight is an absolute travesty. What's wrong with you? Shout out Jason Anderson.
In a good way.
Yeah.
He put a laughing emoji. And then he said, you should look up Tim Brown's 40-yard dash time.
Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know what? Like I said, these are that you can't be wrong if it's an opinion, Jason.
This is worse than putting Buddy Hield on the top Kings at Golden One list. Just shameful. Oh, remember? Yeah, we actually did you do that? I think you did that too. Remember you put?
Yeah.
You actually did that.
Well, thanks for listening, 530.
So give me the year because you mentioned your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You're like your friend had season tickets, family.
Yeah, it was
whatever,
the year. It was
right?
against the Bucks.
Okay.
It was
No
when they
way
went to the
should
Super
Jerry
Bowl.
be on there when Tim Brown was playing the same time. Tim Brown was one of the great Raiders of all time, and you watched him play, and you put a bleeping 49er on there.
Yeah, people are not. I'm sorry. But I explained everything.
You did. You did.
I
do
gave
that.
explanations. You don't have to like them, but I gave explanations. I had a lot of friends that were Niner fans, and you're getting Jerry, he's washed. And I saw Jerry do the, hey, yeah, well, now we got Jerry too. I'm just saying, guys. But that's me.
Mm-hmm.
When Tim Brown, when he was really cooking, that was prior to my fandom. It all makes sense when you boil it down.
Yeah, to me, that's the thing. Like I say, I have sympathy for you because you as a Raider fan, I know that having been in the Bay Area, I grew up in Vallejo, and having had a chance to see so many of those great Raider teams, and they were before your time. And the Raiders, their history's been somewhat bleak during your time as a Raider fan.
Hasn't been great.
Yeah.
They've had some other names, though, Whitey. I'm sitting here. I know. I know.
Okay. Now people are throwing in their all-time lists. Throw them in. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's an all-time.
Styles, Raiders, all-time list. Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, Crabtree, Tom Rothman.
This was a mistake. And I text you guys at like 9 a.m. Hey, guys, I'm going to redo this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Gosh, there's just I started at 2000, right? And I'm just going through some of the roster. And even, Alan, there's some ones that jump out, and I get it. They're not your favorite.
Doesn't this prove that I'm more of a hardcore fan, though, because I have it off the beaten path? Like, it's not your typical list, right?
Give a little bit and a little bit not. A little bit not.
I
mean, there's some decent names there, man. I get it, though.
You know who I'd consider, Jay?
Who you got?
If we're going more modern, Zach Crockett.
Zach Crockett?
Yeah.
I like it. Fullback.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
A couple that I thought might sneak on for him was like the Charlie Garners.
Yeah.
Ty Wheatley. Kind of bigger name people who might not. Rod Woodson. Yeah. That was kind of tail end, but I
thought about Rod.
I get it.
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Yeah, I thought about Rod. Look, man.
So but this is the list, right? You're not going to redo it again.
Well, you already changed 5. I think you already changed it.
5 is 2016 team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if you were Seabass then. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Because you had Seabass going into break was 5.
Seabass,
wasn't he barely on that team, or he
was? No, he was on it.
Yeah.
He was on it for a minute. There was definitely solid overlap. Carlson was is super recent or was super recent.
Mm-hmm. So Seabass honorable mention?
I'm putting that whole playoff squad.
Okay.
Because Seabass is on that squad.
You know the one that I thought for sure Al and I would be a fan was Nnamdi. I thought you would be a Nnamdi guy.
Yeah, you're not.
And he was at one point in time considered the guy.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
He was. 209 says, wait, wasn't Bo Jackson before your fandom? But yes, but like I said, I read a book on Bo. He played baseball. I explained Bo. I explained it. Let's make a rule. If you're under 40, you can't make all-time lists from 916. Well, it's a good thing this wasn't an all-time list. It's an all-time list.
We survived. Hey, nobody hurt.
Got through it, baby.
Nobody injured. We move on. Play on.
That's right. Stand on it.
I'm standing.
Little Jamarcus.
Somebody said, I'm surprised he's not on Alan's list.
Well, he never played for the 49ers. Right. Might have been.
See, I don't need your friendly fire.
Dude, just D. Hall, Kirk Morrison, Thomas Howard. There were just some. Oof.
Hey, man. You know, this is my crew.
Link.
This is my crew, and it should illustrate how tough it's been. You know?
You got it.
But
Michael Huff.
Bruce Irvin.
Bruce.
Yeah, more offense.
Okay. All right.
Why Max didn't make it?
Not my guy like that.
I got you. Just checking. No Khalil?
I wanted to put Khalil because I was upset when they
wanted
traded
to,
him.
but
Latavius. But the L train. Choo choo.
Why you say it? What did you call Latavius at first? You were like, he's a something and then a Seahawk and then a Cowboy.
Yeah.
L train came
coming through.
Hey, get off the tracks when the L trains.
3 yards.
That's right.
2nd and 8.
Come on, man.
We got love. We got your back, dog.
Thank
we do.
you.
We do always.
Back, we got your back.
I guess it'd be 2nd and 7. Anyway, Pablo Torre finds out, is a mysterious substation looming over an NFL practice facility like the Eye of Sauron really causing a wave of injuries? Pablo, maybe you've heard this already, teams up with Wendy Zuckerman of the Science V's podcast to map the actual electric waves, explain the cancer research, and pore over the football data to determine why the grass is always browner on the other side of a deep story. That's how they promote it on their website. Conclusion. Bottom line, so you don't have to listen to all of it if you don't want to. Quote, the bottom line, we can safely say the substation, the evidence just isn't there that is to blame for the injuries the 49ers have had, end quote. That should put an end to it, but you know that it won't because people don't want the facts, especially the scientific facts, to get in the way of a great story. And it is an incredible story to think, oh, yeah, it's that power station, man. That's why they've got all the soft tissue injuries and the surgeries and who knows, probably impacted Brandon Ayuk as well. People are always going to believe it.
Yeah, I don't know that this is going to make it all go away, right? It's not going to make it all go away.
Especially because we're so conspiracy-minded now. Well, the more they say it's not true, it just tells me that it is true.
Well, I think the thing is Pablo has no connection to the Niners. He's always looking for a story. And if anything, it would have been better for Pablo if there was an actual story because he could have gone down the rabbit hole, got more content out of it. So he's using independent scientists and, they're doing their research and getting out of it what they feel like they can get out of it. But I think, Whitey, there are going to be some people that don't even watch, or there are going to be some Niner fans, I should say specifically, that won't watch the show, even though it has everything to do with your team, because they don't want it to be debunked. They want to believe that there has to be more to this than simply, hey, this is bad luck.
The thing is, that, as you know, maybe you live near one. My brother used to. There's power stations all over the place, and some of them are in the middle of residential areas.
Mm-hmm.
And if any of this were true, you'd already know that because people all in these areas would all be like, we got to do something. We're all getting sick and we're all getting hurt, and that's not happening.
From Wendy
Zuckerman?
Wendy Zuckerman, Science V's, sometimes bleep just happens, and injuries happen. I think the deep story there is that the Niners are
now, was she talking about your list when she said sometimes?
We've moved on, Whitey.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The Niners are plagued year after year with crazy amounts of injuries when really, when you look at the stats, they're not doing great, but they're not doing crazy bad, crazy enough that we need to reach to substations to explain what's going on. So, and obviously she is a scientist. She's not a football coach or anything like that. But she's saying if you wanted to have that conversation, I guess a Niners fan would say, well, what do you need, Wendy? The whole team to be on the floor? And maybe she would answer, yes. Literally, yes. From
the 209 here on the text line, maybe do an all-time list of players who made their name on other teams but ended up with the Raiders. From the 916, let's make a rule that if you're under 40, you can't make all-time lists. And then Justin says we need to do some more Allen's top 5 segments. So
I guarantee you nothing will top the Raiders. Nothing's going to top the Raiders. I mean, I was worried. Richie came in here with the quickness. I thought, did I say a bad word? What happened? Might have been worse, Whitey.
I guess he found your Latavius Murray selection curious.
Man, go find. And then I started showing everybody highlights in the studio.
He said he's going to go to the house, and he ran out of bounds. He was a good player. I know he was a good player. But when you're talking all-time Raiders.
But now you're falling for it. I had you with me. Not all-time.
When you're talking all-time favorite Raiders, I don't think a lot of other people would have them on their list. So that's all. That's why we go, that's all we're doing now. Oh, that's interesting.
Where's the L Hive at? Where's my L Hive? L Hive, where you at? Don't leave me. Come home. Latavius.
No quarterbacks anywhere near your list, huh?
I had Rich Gannon, but it felt like this is my thought process. I felt like I was just putting him because he's Rich Gannon.
Oh, Carr? You've been riding for Carr?
I ride for Carr, but Carr, it's like a sibling. Like, I don't want other people to talk bad about Carr, but I will talk bad about Carr. You know what I mean? So he's not really my guy like that, but in arguments, I'm going to have his back.
So do you, because I know you followed the 49ers. I'm trying to think of a nice way to ask this, or if you did a 49er list, would it be?
You don't want to hear that.
Okay. Because you'd kind of be making fun, right?
No, not at all. I just, again, you guys have so much history. I think people would be very upset.
I'm waiting now.
Let's do it. You've got to give the people what they want.
Nobody wants that. If it's just my guys. But these are people that I have connected to, right?
Oh, okay.
This is not production. This is not anything other than I'm fired up when this player does something.
I'm with you, though. I think we all have our own favorites, right?
Yeah. And you know what? The same way I held it down for cat people and guys that drink ciders, we need to be more open, because a lot of y'all would say, oh, yeah, I really did like this guy, but I would never put him on my list. You know, Jay, with music, there are probably a lot of people, I listen to this artist, but if somebody were to ask my favorite artist, I'm not going to say them because I don't want to be judged in a certain way. So I'm standing up for everybody to be open and honest about their guys, about their people, you know? Because I'll tell you this, I'll do you one better, Jay. If we're all being honest, I was going through just randomly going through. It started because my wife said, man, you know, I was on Spotify and I came across top songs from 2019. And she said, there were some bangers in 2019. And then she got me doing it. And after that, I said, you know what? 2021 had some good songs too. Long story short, look, man, I'm running today, Jay. People thinking I'm listening to Meek Mill. What? That Cowboy Carter from Beyonce was hitting. I was running the Cowboy Carter.
By the way, Cali Crook 83.
Oh, man, we're struggling here.
That 2016 team was special. This dude doesn't know much about Raider history, though, SMH. So even when people are trying to meet you part way, they're still having a hard time.
It was the Renaissance album, not Cowboy.
I was going to say, I think I
Cowboy was 2024.
Yeah, Renaissance album, definitely
the,
understand.
Yes, the Renaissance album had some hitters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cowboy Carter came along about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. 2020. So
Wasn't that the one that had Blackbird on it?
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. So 2022 Renaissance, Beyonce. I was on my run today.
Understandable.
I said, you know what? This is kind of a hitter. You know? And I'm not going to tell people, hey, what's on your running playlist? Oh, you know me. I had the real. Now I do have it all. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think people would look at you in the same form as if you kicked out there Latavius Murray and was your top 5 Raider.
Seabass.
Well, I think people would understand Seabass.
Seabass, yeah, that's where I went.
He is a Raider. If you talk about anything,
I'll rework these.
Or not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't have to, brother. Stand on it. We're good.
I mean, you don't want to run the risk of making it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going. You ever drive and you say, I bet you wonder how I got here. 530 says, I got you, Alan. It's your top 5 favorites, not top 5 best players. My favorite all-time Kings players aren't necessarily going to be the best 5.
Look at that.
See, 530, text of the day. See, Whitey? But we expand. And that's what we do.
Yeah. That's why I say I truly believe what you're saying when these are the guys that you attached yourself to.
Yes.
Right? And I'm good with that. I'm 1,000% good.
And when you guys should make a My Guy list.
I would love
the
to hear Jay's My Guy 49er list.
Just off the top of the head, I don't need to do too much research.
Yeah.
Huge Merton Hanks fan.
Merton Hanks.
Love Merton Hanks.
Swerving Mervin.
Yep. Huge Deion fan. Jerry Rice, of course, Long Grain, the man himself.
Mm-hmm.
Love Mr. Taylor. Okay. T.O.
Mm-hmm. There's 5 right there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just Pat Will, one of my favorites. Love Navarro Bowman, one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think off the top of my head here. Probably favorite running back. Oh, that's an interesting one because there was a lull when I kind of came around, But it's probably
Wendell Tyler, baby.
Beside Frank Gore, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, Frank is Frank, right? Mm-hmm. So Frank's got to be on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd go to get to know him a little bit. Dwight Clark. Would definitely be on it. Ronnie Lott, he's been on shows over the years. I had a chance to talk to him. He's incredible. I'd go back a ways.
I missed one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, who do you got?
Ricky Waters, one of my favorite. Ricky Waters was one of my guys.
Patrick Willis would be one of my favorites. Just a nice guy. Some of these are guys that, they're my favorites because we've had a chance to have them on this show and other shows. I like John Taylor. John Taylor's a great. Freddie Solomon, though, I think I'd be Freddie Solomon.
Yeah. Love Freddie.
Yeah. And I don't know, Keena Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just off the top of my head. I'm sure I'd go back and go, I forgot this guy, that guy.
And the Niners are good, and they've been good. So your guys, you're going to have more good guys that have played, or you've had more chances to have connections to good players.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, but there are some lows, though. There's some lows in certain spots.
Sure.
Like, I'm a huge Fred Warner fan. Mm-hmm. Like, he's my favorite. He's been a favorite kind of like Kyle's regime, like Cap,
Right. I need someone call in. You're a fan of a bad team. We need my guys from a bad team.
There are some there are some non-big name guys that I love for the 49ers. So I get it. I get the Latavius Murray thing. I get it. I just think if I'm coming off the top. I'm thinking we're just coming off the top of the head. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even name the Dwights, the Montanas, the Youngs. Like, I loved them, but they weren't my favorite guys.
Yes.
Like I said, Merton Hanks with Ricky Waters, those people.
If you rank that 5, though, Niner fans would be on your helmet thinking it's a top 5 list. Not like me.
Because if I put Fred Warner and Jerry Rice and Ricky Waters.
You don't got Joe Montana in there.
Yeah, but you got the point of it is that's why I didn't say I don't expect for you to name Howie Long.
Right.
So even if someone could say Montana, they would say, okay, Jay, Montana, is Montana.
I think the difference is Niners have so many guys that your 5 would still be okay. The Raiders only have certain guys, so if I don't say those certain guys, it's a problem.
The 49er equivalent of Allen's Raider list would be like Trent Dilfer.
Right. Tyrone Drakeford.
All right.
Derek LaVelle.
Braylon Edwards.
Braylon, right. J.J. Stokes.
Yes.
No, I like J.J. Stokes. Great name. I like J.J. Stokes. Mm-hmm. Underrated, I would say.
Antonio Langham.
Yeah. I think so.
Anquan Bolden. Like, is there some, and Anquan was solid.
You actually hit on that.
Yeah.
I did laugh.
We're going to celebrate National Left-Handers Day. I've got Mountie left quarterback more coming up. I got to try my hand at one of these lists.
Oh, it's a list day.
Yeah.
Better than
The bar is not especially high. But we'll see what I can do next on Sactown Sports.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and mostly clear skies are going to cloud up overnight tonight and into Friday morning as the marine layer blows in. Temperatures starting off in the 50s will warm only into the mid to low 80s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
When you see this in your kitchen,
the stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of back pain relief with just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sun up to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms? At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end. Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
We're talking to Chad Hoblet, a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening for the Make This the Summer sales event?
Right now, you can save up to $20,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s.
Search, select, and save through our whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. 20,000 total net savings after dealer discount and factory incentives. Incentives may include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade, 1,000 business owner cash for verified businesses, 500 upfit military first responder bonus cash for eligible members. Incentives may not be combined with other offers or special APR programs. Excludes tax, title, and license fees. At least 5 of this net savings. See dealer for details.
On BritBox, your next hidden gem is right around the corner. If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it. Get ready for Britain's most anticipated series, streaming exclusively on BritBox. Catch new seasons of favourites, including Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
You want someone to get murdered?
And the eagerly awaited new adaptation of Agatha Christie's iconic detective duo, Tommy and Tuppence.
Do you think we're actually really good at this?
Stream the best of British TV on BritBox. Watch with a free trial.
When you see this in your kitchen,
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
you hear this.
Leslie, people are going to think you were raised in a barn or by wolves, or raised in a barn by wolves.
Fortunately, Wyman Stainless Steel 3-in-1 cleans, shines, and protects to give you the best shine. A spray and a wipe will have your fridge shining like a mirror.
Wow, my fridge looks brand new. Your fridge looks amazing, Leslie. Sorry, I was being a little dramatic earlier.
Your kitchen says a lot about you. Let it brag with Wyman.
Download the app and listen to The Drive Guys.
The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Yeah, we got 49er preseason football coming up. We're with you till 5 this afternoon. And we had the Kings schedule released today. 5 of the first 7 on the road, and then 11 of the next 13 at home. The Kings here play 17 games in January, 16 in March, and then 14 games in November, with 11 of those at home. So there is an opportunity there to get off to a decent to good start. There's an opportunity to keep their heads above water into the holiday season.
Do you think, let's ask the question like this, Whitey. Do you think Scott Perry, obviously the game's not played on paper and what they would tell the media, but do you think Scott Perry, ownership, everybody in that building, do you think they saw the schedule release today and think, could have been worse?
Yeah, I think so.
Could have been worse.
Like I say, I agree with Jason Anderson, who wrote about how you look at this and you'd have to think there's a really good chance for them to win more than 21 games or 22 games.
Yeah. So hopefully that's where it starts and maybe they surprise us.
Mm-hmm. Year by year, number of Kings games on national TV. 21-22 season, they had none. 22-23 season, they had 5. 23-24 season, Beam Team, 22, including 11 on NBA TV. And then the 24-25 season, they had 6 games on national TV. Last year, they had 8, and this year, 2 road games this year. And those games are, there's a Warrior game. Let's see, it's January 12th at Golden State. That's Tuesday, NBC. And then Monday, January 25th at Denver. That's a Peacock game. 7:30. That's it. But if they dominate in the in-season tournament, then, some of those championship games, semifinal games, maybe they'd work their way back out of the national TV schedule.
Yeah. When it comes to the in-season tournament, do you think this ended up worse than what Adam Silver thought? I mean, nobody was really on board with it, but when the Lakers won that first year, then you did have Tyrese Halliburton, and maybe there'll still be moments, but Tyrese and Dame, when Tyrese did the celebration, okay, maybe you can squint and see something. But I remember it was a big deal, maybe out here because the Kings were good, but it was, maybe it was basically this upstart team could win the in-season tournament. And that was a big thing to talk about. It felt like the last couple years, relatively speaking. Obviously, the Kings were kind of that team. But now it just feels as if nobody cares.
Yeah, every year I find myself just relieved when it's over. But I'm trying to be objective. I think it's worked. I don't think it's been a slam dunk sensation for them. But they do get sponsorship money from whoever's sponsoring the Emirates.
I know Michelob. There's a couple.
Yeah, and, you do give your early part of the season a little bit of extra juice because, we talk about the courts. So I think it's working, maybe not as to the degree that they thought, but, it's going to be here a while. I have to think, they would say, this is great. I think if they're being honest, it's probably been like, we hoped it'd be a little better, but it has helped.
Yeah, it's better than, I guess the argument is better than nothing.
Yeah. I would prefer nothing, but I think it's ultimately big picture probably helped them a little bit.
You're somebody that's going to be invested in the season no matter what, though. They're thinking about those that would. Now, is it working, and are more surface level viewers caring more? I don't know, but with the sponsorships and everything else that they have going on with it, it's got to be, even if it's a small net positive, a net positive.
By the way, speaking of these kind of cockamamie contrived TV events, in pro sports, I believe they've started now. The Field of Dreams game is underway on Netflix. Minnesota against the Phillies. I think they started at 4:30.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing when they put it on Netflix or whatever it is, we are kind of casual viewers, right? Or if you're in a restaurant or a bar and you just toss it on, you're not getting any of that viewership because, a lot of those restaurant bars, they don't have Netflix. They're not going to switch over to. It's hard enough to get them to change the channel.
Yeah,
we don't have it on.
Go, hey, turn the football game on. There's football
That's
tonight.
true. That's true. So I guess they just. I mean, why didn't they do it last week?
Yeah, good question.
Literally, just avoid football at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And don't put it on Netflix.
Probably the schedule, I'm guessing. It's like, this is when we have to do it.
It's probably why they went to Netflix because, hey, if someone's going to want to watch, they got to come here versus if you're on YouTube TV or whatever, you might just end up turning on your local football game.
I texted my buddy Mark Kreidler today and I asked him, are you going to be there to watch Ryan play? And he said Ryan talked him out of it. It's interesting. I guess Ryan, his son, told him, we're flying in there. We play. We're getting out, for the teams because then they got to resume the series. So I guess Ryan told him, it's just like we're barely in there. So for the teams, it's kind of, it's not the most convenient thing.
Not at all.
To go fly into Dyersville, Iowa, or whatever it is, and then, hightail it back out of there. So you can be on Netflix.
I guess in a way, the Phillies and the Twins get a little taste of how it feels to be an athletic for a day. Just playing in a put-together.
Right.
When they had to go to Vegas for a weekend, and obviously they're playing at Sutter Health Park. They get a little taste of how it feels to be a part of the A's.
And as we mentioned before we went to break, today is National Left-Handers Day. So I was trying to come up with a sports angle on that's not, right down Broadway. So, there's so many great left-handed baseball players, but I wanted to present my Mount Lefty QB more.
Okay.
In honor of National Left-Handers Day. So in the George Washington position, Mount Lefty QB more, I have Steve Young.
So so it's not a ranking.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no ranking.
Stay away from those.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't do that.
I mean, you could kind of say there's a ranking that Washington is the first one. Then you have Jefferson, and I've gone back and forth on this. There's a guy who probably should be there, and I'm not a big fan, so I'm going with a Super Bowl champion and 3-time Pro Bowler, and he led the Jags to 4 straight playoff runs and 2 AFC Championship games. Mark Brunell.
Okay.
I'm putting him on Mount QB Lefty more.
So you working?
In the Roosevelt position, which is third, I got Mike Vick.
Got to.
Because of the impact he had on the game. And then, of course, in the Lincoln position, and I offer this as an olive branch to any Raider fans who may or may not have been offended by any previous programming on the program today. Kenny Stabler this
Snake.
Yeah.
Love Stabler.
He should definitely be on there.
So my Mount QB Lefty Moore, Steve Young, Mark Brunell, Michael Vick, and the great Kenny Stabler.
No, that's solid.
That's a pretty good one.
Stabler was going to be on my list, but I knew he was going to be on your list, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't want to overlap with
not
that.
spoil it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
There's a lot.
Boomer Esiason was the one that I left off.
I figured you saw my Boomer.
No Tua?
Thought about it. Thought about it. Why, he's on yours?
No.
Let me guess. You got Tua.
Tebow.
You got Tim Tebow.
Yep.
Tebow.
And who's
David
the dude?
Hum, former Raider David Hum.
Who's the dude we talked about?
Matt Leinart.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Was there any truth? Remember the conversations, and Michael Penix, remember the conversations about, I think it was specifically with Tua because he's been the most popular lefty as of the last 5 years or so. The spin being different and how wide receivers don't like switching back and forth, and maybe that's part of the reason the Falcons went with Tua, because wide receivers having to deal with the spin going in different directions, whether it's a lefty or a righty. You ever hear about that?
Did we ever ask Stevie about that?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I know, left-footed punters are supposed to be a little trickier.
Mm-hmm. Because that was something I heard about. I don't know how much truth there is. Because, that's really the guy, man. Now, he'd be on my Niners, my guy list.
Would he?
Oh, yeah. without a shadow of a doubt.
All right. Speaking of the Niners, they got one position battle settled yesterday. One big one remains for them as we take you closer to 49er pregame. We've got that and more next on Sactown Sports.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hi, I'm Congressman Kevin Kiley. The most important part of my job is helping the people I represent. That's why I was so honored to receive the National Award for Best Constituent Service. Here's just one of the thousands of people our office has helped.
My name's Dave. I'm a former United States Marine, Vietnam veteran. Because of the fire at the National Archive, my father, along with many other veterans, military records were destroyed. Through the efforts of the Congressman's office, I received very quickly a bronze medallion to affix to my father's grave marker. Thank you, Congressman Kevin Kiley.
As the only independent in the House of Representatives, I always put constituent service first and never ask if someone's a Democrat, Republican, or something else. If you can't get an answer from a federal agency, or if you feel you've been treated unfairly, we are here to help. This is Congressman Kevin Kiley. Visit kiley.house.gov and I'll do everything I can to help you. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joel Gott Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sactown Sports.
Look at this here in the chat from Tabasco Rain. The first NFL game I watched was the Super Bowl, Green Bay versus Oakland. Suffered until the 1976 Super Bowl win. Favorite Raiders, Snake, Allen, Lester Hayes. We haven't talked about him, have we? Cliff Branch, you mentioned him yesterday. Tim Brown, Willie Brown, Dave Casper. Those are some great Raiders right there, Alan.
Nah, yes,
Before
they
your
are.
time, recognize that?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the greats that would be on my all-time Raider list. Now I have to put out an all-time Raider list.
Oh, that would be different, right? Because that's not what you put out.
I'll put that out, and then people will say, all right, Alan, we got you.
It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
My all-time Raider list. Gotta be Tim Brown. That's a
gotta be
cemented.
I mean, come on.
Rich Gannon.
Ah, nice.
He's in there too.
Yeah.
You know, so those guys are in there for sure. Chuck is still in there. Charles Woodson.
Definitely.
He's in there. And I'm going to stick with the 3 right now.
Okay, all right. That might be your best move.
Well, Howie Long
and Stabler.
Jack Tatum.
Latavius Murray still a candidate.
He's not in there. So that's where I'm going. Got to have Stabler in there. Left.
John Madden.
Madden, of course. Madden, Staple. So that's my 10 all-time great Raiders. Marcus Allen, great name, last name.
You know, the thing that's amazing about Stabler is a lot of times when you go back and look at older quarterbacks who played in a different era and you look at their completion percentage and stuff like that, it's like, oh, my goodness, these guys were horrible. But Kenny Stabler was ahead of his time. I mean, and a lot of it's the offense, too, and the receivers, but his, completion percentages is he was like Drew Brees before Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
Yeah, very accurate pass.
The quarterback play wasn't there yet.
It was just
general.
different. Yeah, because, a guy off the line of scrimmage, you could shoot him in the leg. That was allowed. So it was tougher to complete passes. Yeah. And that was legal.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Now you can't even look at him.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically flag football.
Glancing, that's 5 yards on an automatic first down.
Mm-hmm.
Glanced at the receiver.
Especially if it's one of the golden teams.
Right.
Don't let it be them.
Mm-hmm.
Like your Niners.
49ers.
Stop it. Not even close.
They settled one of their position battles yesterday. And it's one that I think a lot of people don't care about, but I think it's important. Jake Baumeister got waived yesterday. So Corliss Waitman is the punter. I know a lot of people thought, let's see these two go head-to-head or foot-to-foot in the preseason. But before the preseason even started, they made their choice, and Corliss Waitman is the punter, and he's left-footed. So we'll see.
See? Yeah. Put him on my list.
Uh-huh. Jay, I'm a little concerned.
Uh-oh.
Because you know how the 49ers, it's a Kyle Shanahan thing. Special teams, we don't worry about that. Right?
Whitey, come on, man. Let me bring you back. Bring you back. The first one of the season.
Yeah.
No, you never know. Mm-hmm. They made it. Corliss must be kicking that ball.
Yeah.
They made it very quick. They made the decision quick. I saw that yesterday, too.
Mm-hmm.
Preseason game. Anything to take away from anything?
Well,
I mean, they're battles, don't get me wrong.
I'm also concerned, and this is part of the football season. I come in with my 49er concerns, and Jay talks me off the proverbial ledge. I'm worried about that left guard situation, which we've talked about, and Vic Tafur has written about expertly.
Yeah,
should be worried about that.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Did you see there was a little bit of back and forth with Vic? He quote tweeted David Lombardi. Did you see that yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was something about whether or not there was always going to be a battle for the position. And basically, I have it for
Vic
you.
Tafur, I believe, has been saying the 49ers wanted Connor Colby to get that spot, but he hasn't played well enough to hold it down, even though they want him to get the spot. So right now he's behind Robert Jones, who has not played well, but he's played better than Connor Colby.
Yeah, I have it for you here. From this is how it started with Lombardi. Suddenly, some increased hand-wringing over the left guard position, but the situation remains unchanged. Niners are running the competition they were planning to run through all of camp. Colby was never running away with anything, and Robert Jones, with the ones now, actually had a solid practice versus Titans yesterday. Rookie Carver Willis and Brett Toth are the wild cards, and then Vic says hand-wringing, and obviously things changed when guys go from first to third team reps at left guard.
Woo!
Get him, Vic!
Don't mess with Vic. Vic is massive, isn't he, Jay?
Yeah, he's a big dog.
He is huge.
Yeah, he's a big dog.
There's pictures of him with Matt Barrows.
Yeah.
It's like, who's that little boy?
Oh,
I mean, he
crazy.
just dwarfs him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vic looked like he played left guard himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that Cam Newton thing, there's certain guys I just don't take pictures with.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I didn't mean to go there. I didn't mean to dredge all that out for you.
I'm with you.
I'm actually, when I'm going back east for paternity leave or for part of it, I have some old teammates that I'm meeting, and that was a big thing, back then because the pictures are 6, 7, and Alan, we want to go out. I'm not going out with you. Not you.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, I know. And, no pictures either.
Yeah.
Holistic Fields has a question about a Ray Guy. What can you tell us about Ray Guy?
Ooh. Ray Guy. I mean, we don't have a ton of time left here, but Ray Guy, to me,
Probably
he
the
played
greatest
for
to
the
do it.
Raiders, and he, one of the greats for sure. 3-time champ, Hall of Famer. I mean, there's really not a lot
First
of time.
punter in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is he still the only?
I think
He's
so.
the only, right? Yeah, he's got to be the greatest.
3-time Super Bowl champ, 3-time first team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler. Like I said, Hall of Famer.
He's one of those guys that people said, "Oh, that's the Raider bias. He should have gotten in sooner."
See,
but he did. I believe he did get in eventually.
Yeah,
what can you tell us about the start of the new era for the Raiders tonight?
I know a piece just came out. I believe it's on I think it might have been Michael Silver, actually. Mike Silver on Fernando Mendoza. I don't know how much he's going to play, and people are going to freak out if he doesn't play well. Hopefully he does. I know he's been spinning that thing. That's kind of the drama, fellas, with in Vegas. Some people feel like there's going to be a competition. Fernando's played well enough. Others feel with Tom Brady, as you said, Whitey, at the helm, it ain't going to happen. I think they're going to stay true, and Kirk will be starting the first week. But just like we've seen with other teams, who knows how long it'll actually last if they start losing games again, especially if they're getting embarrassed. You got to, just like with the Kings, what was it? Mentor and marketing. You got to get both.
But it also depends if they're losing because Kirk Cousins is, getting sacked 15 times a game. They're not going to say, "Oh, well, Fernando will fix that."
Yes. Yeah. By the way, 2 minutes ago, Shams, Bradley Beal, up in his paycheck a little bit, 2 years, 13.2, going back to the Clippers.
Thank you for that note.
Yeah.
24 hours from now, it'll be another 5-at-5 showdown.
Mentally preparing.
Uh-huh. So we're back with you tomorrow. Thanks for being with us. Stick around because we've got pregame coverage and then the game, the 49ers and the Titans, coming up on the Valley's home of the Raiders.